everybody. Happy Friday. Oh my goodness, I'm still trying to get. I'm running a little bit behind the proverbial 8 ball right now. So I appreciate the initial people bearing with me here, trying to get the last of this squared away and going. Hell, I still got some dinner here. I haven't even finished. But to be honest with you, what's more important? Hold on, let me get my banner going here because and not financial advice and all that kind of baloney. But welcome Friday, Crypto on the Rocks. I appreciate you being here. All right. Glad to have everybody here. Let's see who is in the house, saying that he'll be joining in about 10 minutes. Appreciate you, my friend. His camera is messing up, I guess. I understand. I have had some issues myself. I'm thinking it's almost time to buy a new computer just for streaming. Oh my goodness. What are you going to do? Updated my driver, updated the computer. Yeah. These updates, every time there's an update, it's like, holy crap. It just keeps getting worse and worse trying to use shit. And Badell in the house. How's it going? Just got home from work. I get it. Still need to shower and then join in. Hey, listen, I understand. Like I said, you are in a different time zone, my friend. I appreciate the fact that you're already tuned in. Great to see you here. And guys, I'm sorry. I got to finish dinner here before it gets cold on me. So sorry about that. But I appreciate your patience. You're going to join in and see how it goes. Okay. No worries. Worst case, you jump out, come back in. No problem whatsoever. All right. You know the drill. Let's start off with the voting. This second half, 2024 till December, we're looking at deep-in projects. That's what you're voting on. So here are your options for voting. We got Deeper Network. It's supposed to be DPR, not DPN. Sorry about that. I updated it and forgot to bring it up in here. So the DPR token. And did you guys catch that interview I did with Deeper Not? I'm going to put that in the comment section, so you can go ahead and check that out later. That dropped earlier today. I just put that in the comments. Matter of fact, I would love to have some people joining me. I'm going to put the link to join in the comments as well. There it is. I sometimes I forget to do that, and then I wonder why nobody's here. Crazy guy over here. Hang on one second. I'm not sure. Did I log into Twitter, X, whatever the flip it is at this point? Probably not. I probably forgot. Surely did. All right. I'm going to log in, and then I'm going to put the link to join me in Twitter as well, or X, or whatever the frick they're calling themselves these days. So hang on a second. Let me get that in there. I'm logging on. Got to use my YubiKey. That is a must. That is a must. Hang on one second. I know. This isn't what you signed up for, right? I get it. Touch the key, and here we go. Now we're popping in there. All right. What? Oh, I pulled the YubiKey out too soon. Twitter can't handle that. Seriously, though. Seriously. I like Twitter, X, whatever the fuck they're calling themselves. You can get a lot of great, cryptocurrency info if you're on there. But sometimes, and I get it, they got to be like security conscious and all that kind of stuff, because Lord knows there's enough bots and every other damn thing there that really does kind of mess it all up. Hang on one second. Let's try this again. See if I can get in this time. Touch the key. I have touched the key. There we go. That's a little bit better. And there. So let me put the link. So if you're on my profile, let's see if anybody's watching on Twitter right now. Looks like we got one person watching on Twitter. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. I am going to put the link so you can join me if you want. Here we go. Bam. Yeah, join me. Here we go. Join me live. Bam. And there it is. So now you can click that link. Come and join me live. I appreciate you for being there on Twitter. So let's get to, Trade Intuition's in the house. Appreciate you being here, sir. Sorry, I was having technical difficulties on X, Twitter, whatever the fuck they call themselves. How you doing?
I'm here, man. Oh, doing good. Some reason, man, my camera started messing up today. I changed my background to a really cool background, and it would play for a good maybe 10 minutes, and then it would stop. I was like, crap. So I don't know what's going on, but when I put this background, which is a still background, it works. But now it's starting to mess up too. So I don't know. So and I updated my drivers, I updated the computer, rebooted the whole nine, and we'll see if I can be on the stream.
Yep. Yeah, updates will just kill you. The sad truth. You need the updates, but they freaking kill you.
Yep.
They kill you. I have not been able to catch one of your live streams this week. I feel like a remiss person here. I really do. And you know what? You've already voted. You're the best, man. Let me get my list out here because some of us are old school and we have to actually write it down. So all right, there it is. I'll bring it up on the screen here. His vote is for Render. So that was last week's winner there. So a vote has been recorded. First vote of the evening. For those who are still hanging out, let's bring that back up here. Hang on 1 second. Bam. There we go.
Nice.
There we go. So with Deeper Network, again, I put the link in the live chat for those who did not already see the interview that I dropped today with Deeper about Deeper Network. That's one of your options. Go check that out if you're not familiar with Deeper Network. Learn more about that. Demo, Fry. Let me get rid of this so you guys can see. Honey Token, Flux, and of course Render, which has the first vote of the night. So go ahead, throw your vote into the live chat. Appreciate that. And we will, what's he saying? Fry is my vote for this. Okay. All right, Fry it is. All right. Fry got a vote last week, but not enough to even come into the running there. So appreciate that. Just put your vote in the live chat if you're on X, Twitter, whatever the hell it is. Go ahead and just put it in the comments. I'll go grab it after the fact. Hey, tell me about your live streams here. What were you talking about this week?
This week's been kind of boring, just all the ups and downs. So the main topic was you don't have to be in a trade all the time. There's times where it looks great, and there's times where it's just flipping and flopping, up and down, up and down.
Yep.
So, if you want quick gains, you could do leverage, but as fast as you can make it is just the same. The faster you can lose it. So I always recommend 2x, maybe 3x leverage. I've been posted in the group, just 2x leverage coins. I think there was one I did 10x, but we moved up our stop loss really quick, broke even because again it was going great and then reversed.
Yep.
So past couple of days, like right now we have 3 trades open. One is Ondo. Ondo looks very, very strong. Another one is let's see, what are the other ones?
Hold on, let me Ondo, you said. Let's go look that one up while we're here.
Yeah, Ondo, it looks really, really strong. Continues to look strong, even though Bitcoin was doing its thing, pulling back and everybody was kind of freaking out. This one kind of held its own. So this one, once again, looks very strong. Then we have Ton. Ton is another one that looks very strong. So whenever I'm looking at coins, I'm looking at what Bitcoin's doing. In addition to what Bitcoin's doing, I'm also looking at what the whole market's doing. You know, how far they're retracing. You know, as soon as Bitcoin, you know, comes down a little bit, are they coming down a whole bunch, or are they kind of like being steady? So Ondo is one, Ton is another one, and then Live Peer LPT, that one started looking good.
What
And
was it?
we
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Live Peer token LPT, that one started
LPP.
looking good. Yeah, but I mean it started dumping the past day. So we're almost hitting our stop loss. We have our stop loss at 17.5. And man, we're almost there. So it's like so we might get stepped out on that one.
Is
But
this
the
the
one
right
thing,
one?
let me check. No. LP Larry Paul.
LP.
Yeah, Larry Paul Tom. Yeah,
Sorry.
Live Peer token. Oh, it's all good. This one's a D pin. This one I love it. I made a crap load of money on it last bull run. Bought it at 7. It went all the way up to shoot, man, I don't even remember. Like 60, 70, 80, I don't even know. And my buddy,
75 bucks.
75, yeah. So my buddy, he told me, because he knew I was in Live Peer token, he told me when it hit 70, he was like, Joe, sell it. This is not blah, blah. But of course, I knew more than him, you know, because I thought I knew it all. My first bull run. I was like, no, man, people are saying that we still, it's extended market, extended bull run. It's going to go till June. It's going to go to like March, April, maybe even May, maybe. And I was like, no, you know, I'm gonna, and I was staking it. I was like, once it hits 100, then I'm gonna sell. That's when all that greed was coming in, you know, because again, I bought it at $7 and I bought a lot of them. And I was like, you know, once, and I'm already up, you know, 70 bucks, 10x.
Yeah.
I said, no, when it hits 100, I'm gonna sell. And then it started coming down. And just like everybody, oh, it's okay. It's going to come up. And sure enough, it started coming up. And then it started coming down again. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's going to come up. Like this is what expected, et cetera, et cetera. Everybody's saying extended. Everybody's still saying that. So I held on to it. Then it went down and down and down. So now it's like at $30. I was like, all right, let me unstake it. Live Peer token was the longest it took to unstake. It took me 10 days because I had it on the Arbitrum network. So I had to unstake it from there and then transfer it over to the another network and then transfer it over to my exchange so that I could sell it. So by the time I sold it, I want to say I sold it for maybe 18, maybe 20. So it came down tremendously from where I should have, the whole woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda syndrome. And yes, I said woulda twice.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, let me just go ahead and sell it. So I ended up selling it for, like I said, 18, maybe 20. Still made some good money, but nothing near where I could have. But on this bull run, and I believe I shared it last time, on this bull run, now, of course, I made mistakes. So now I know that, you know, I'm going to have alerts and I'm going to be watching them too. All my coins, I'm going to be watching the 9 SMA, the 21 SMA, the 50 SMA, and the 200. And all those are, it's just momentum indicators. So once it crosses the 9, which will happen very fast, I'll just kind of be aware. It's like, okay, cool. You know, it's going up and down. Still watching it. Once it crosses the 21, I'm selling 25%. And these are all of my investments, all of my coins that I have invested in, not trades, just invested. So when it hits the 21 and crosses it on the daily and closes underneath it, I'm selling 25%. Once it crosses the 50 SMA on the daily and closes underneath it, I'm selling 50%. Once it closes under the 200 SMA on the 50, I'm selling all of it. And of course, like you have it on the screen, not financial advice. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm telling my group. And this is what I'm going to be telling everybody on YouTube as well. You know, don't listen to all these people that, extended, you know, now things are different. We have BlackRock, we have ETFs. No. Like, don't make the same mistake. You know, first time you make the mistake, shame on you. Second time, shouldn't happen. So that's my game plan. You know, 21 is when I'm gonna start selling, 50, and then the 200. I'm done. Now I'm still gonna be trading, you know, during those time frames or during when it's closer to the end. But as far as all my investments, no, I'm selling them.
Yeah, you got to take some profit. Get that shit
Mm-hmm.
off the table.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nice.
Yep. But that's pretty much what I've been talking about this week. Is just, you don't have to be in a trade all the time. And sometimes it's best not to be in any trades. Watch videos, take notes, go to websites, take notes.
Learn.
Whatever you're doing, just invest in yourself before you invest in the market. So,
Truth. I mean, what do you think about Bitcoin? I mean, it's been pretty weak, all things being equal. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still holding in that. Well, it dipped down to 63 today, but
right.
looking weak if you ask me.
Yeah, today's live stream, my title was bear trap / bearish retest. But I was pretty sure it's going to be a bear trap, and I notified the group earlier this morning. It could be, and again, nobody knows what's going to happen, but it could be, and just be prepared for it. And like I've been telling my group, it's like, man, like I want to post shorts, man, I want to post shorts, but like all these coins have already moved, and you don't know if it's a good time to post until you get more data. And then when you do get that data, well, by the time it's looking good for shorts, what does Bitcoin do? Flips, starts going the other way. So then now, even if you were to enter shorts, now you're getting liquidated or your stops are getting hit. So now you just got to wait again. So until we get a defined, motion, then that's what we're going to do. So
I understand. Yeah. And you know what? Bitcoin, I don't know. At this point, I wouldn't short Bitcoin regardless. It turns around too damn fast, if you ask me. It's like kaboom, and there it is. Next thing you know, you've been liquidated.
Yep.
Especially if you're using high leverage.
Right.
I don't even leverage trade anymore. I used to, and boy, did I lose my ass. But like most people,
Yes.
you make some money, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, I got this, and then bam.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I was talking to one of my buddies, and he's always saying that he does really good on leverage, et cetera, et cetera. And I told him, but he's real honest though. Like he shows his P&L, he shows how he does stuff and everything. And like with me, I told him today, I was like, yeah, man, like there's times where like I'll do really nice in leverage, and then there's times where I could just get stopped out because I have my stop loss so tight, I don't want to lose money. So I get stopped out, and then I gotta wait. I re-enter looking great, and then Bitcoin does something and it flips, and then I get stopped out again. But sometimes, usually, when I do get stopped out, like I'm already moving up my stop loss, and like I already know it's going to get hit, and I'll notify the group too. Is like, you know what? I'm moving up my stop loss. This was looking good, but now 12 hours have passed. It's not doing what it's supposed to do, and now it's kind of looking weak. I said, I don't care if I get stopped out, and usually they'll do the same thing. They'll just move it up too, and sometimes we take it now, and it's okay.
Well, I was gonna say you gotta like prevent that kind of haircut. You got to prevent those kind of losses. It's they add up fast, unfortunately, a lot quicker than your damn profits. I'll tell you what.
Yes. Dude, there was one time where a couple of my buddies, we were all doing leverage, and they were doing high leverage, 50x, 80x, and me, I was doing 20. So I was the scared one in our little group, and we had the Telegram. And we're doing call outs and everything, so everything's just real fast. Boom, 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 boom. And so I'm the baby, right? I'm only doing 20. And granted, that was a lot. And man, I'm winning. And like we're doing this for like like an hour, but for the first 40 minutes, I think I won like 7 out of 10. So and I was doing pretty good, with that is good. Yeah, good amount of money in it too. And then I was like, man, you know what? I'm doing pretty good. Let me go ahead and increase my leverage and increase my money because I'm making money. Well, it took me 40 minutes to make what I made and about 7 minutes to lose all the profits.
To lose it.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, come on. I was like, he was doing great. But yeah.
It's so true, though. It's so true.
One thing that I get really upset with is, and I even called them out on my live stream today, is when people on Twitter, they'll post, they did 75x leverage and they're up 300%, and another one did 100x leverage and they're up 450%, And I'm thinking, okay, like this would be really cool if you actually showed your trade, not, saying, because, and they have leverage groups, and not just saying, okay, enter now on the breakout, but they're already in the trade and they're already in profit. And then they post like 5 minutes later, hey, look, I'm up 33%
Yeah,
with 7x leverage. It's like, how?
I get it.
Like I entered when you entered. How is that even possible? And then what I started doing is I started looking at their entry, and their entry is way lower than when they posted. So that what that's telling me is they had to enter, put a lower entry, lower entry, lower entry, and they kept on hitting those. So they're not truthful.
Sadly, that's how a lot of groups are, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
a lot of people.
Yeah, and I even said it on my channel today. It's like, you know what, because like I would have more respect for them if they said, you know what, guys, I'm entering $5, 75x leverage. I have $2 right below it. I have another $2 underneath it, and then so on and so forth. And then sure enough, it goes and hits some of them. Some it doesn't, some it does. And now they're up 300% with a total of $14. And so now they made whatever amount, extra that is. But to me, that would be more honest, saying, this is what I did: $5, $2, $2, $1, $1, just so I don't get liquidated, so that I could show. But all it is people who want their ego stroked. That's all it is. Look at me.
Yep.
I did 75x leverage and I got 300%. And they'll post and post. And then another question that I have to them is they'll post like 10 charts of results that day. It's like, you have 10? Like, how many did you post in the group? Because I know all 10 didn't win.
Yeah, they
how many
didn't get all that. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's one thing that like really gets me. It's because like me, I know how to trade, and leverage I'm all right in. I'm not the best, but I'm all right. But I know in order to stay in the trade, you have to keep on putting money lower and lower and lower, because eventually it's going to go up, hopefully, depending on the market. But like, how truthful are you?
Yep.
And matter of fact, I was an admin in this particular group that I'm referring to. And of course, I knew the other admins, and I would tell them too. I was like, y'all's win to loss ratio is way better than mine, way better than mine. And I said the reason for that is because y'all do blanket statements: buy the breakout, buy the retest, buy whatever, but you don't say when to actually enter. The breakout of what time frame, the breakout of what. So theirs could break out, come back in. That more than likely people get stopped out, then break out, come back in, stopped out, break out, and now goes. Well, now they can claim that one. Hey, we said buy the breakout. We bought the breakout. And of course, they have other people that bought the breakout on they got lucky, or they kept on re-entering, and now they're in profit too. But are they really in profit, or is that profit only just covering all their losses? And for me, I would say enter right now. This moment, enter right now, and add when this happens. So like I'm giving them very specific instruction. Right. And then when that would happen, I would say, if you didn't enter your second entry, enter now. Move up your stop loss. So I'm actually doing a trade as if we're in the trade together, versus what the other two admins were doing. Buy the breakout. Buy. Amy can do that, but yeah. So I had. And I would tell them too, it's like y'all's win ratio is way better than mine, because for me, I'm actually doing it with them in the trade. And
see, and that you just hit the nail on the head with the difference. You're doing it with them,
right?
Not before them, and
right.
Using them as liquidity.
Yep. And that's what I would do all the time too. And like even with my group, like whenever I'm doing leverage, I actually prefer to do it live, so they can see my screen to see that I didn't enter before them. And I'll be like, okay, this is where we're going to enter. This is what we're going to do. Here's my stop loss. And then they see me entering. And that way they know I didn't enter before them. And that's what I would always tell those other guys, the other admins. I'm not in the group anymore. But I would also tell the other admins, I was like, guys, like, this is what you need to do. And it's funny, though, because when we would do something like that, it looked like they were trading on emotions, because they're like, yeah, I'm going to enter right now. They said, oh man, I shouldn't have entered. Let me just add to my entry. No, I don't like how it's looking. I'm going to exit.
Yep.
Wait, but you don't do this when you're posting it,
Right.
you know?
Right.
But yeah, so those are some of my pet peeves. Those are some of the things I covered.
Hey, you call it a pet peeve, but it's just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. It's just honesty.
Yep.
But what do I know?
Yeah.
What the hell do I know?
But yeah, that's one thing that I like, and people love me for that reason. People love me that like I'm real, and I tell them all the time. I was like, listen, guys, like there's so many others that I mean, you're real. There's so many other people that are real, because there's so many others that they dress up in nice suits and they have these big old vocabularies, and they're talking about all this stuff, all their money and everything.
Yep.
And because what they're doing is they're selling the dream, and they are doing this because people will buy from a rich person versus buying from somebody who has holy clothes, and that's just
Yeah,
nature.
who's doing it along with them? You know what I mean?
Right.
And exactly.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it when I do things. Like for me, I mean, yeah, I have several years of experience in the space, but it ain't like I know everything. Hell, some of
Right.
that shit I'm still doing as I go, and
Right.
that's where well, we've talked about it. That's where I get some of my content, because like, okay, I got to do this. Let's record what I'm doing. I mean,
Right.
assuming it's not gonna make the video too long, but I'll put in like, okay, here's attempt number 1, or here's
Right.
attempt number 2, and so on, and just to try and keep it real, because I've been the guy on the other end, supposedly looking over someone's shoulder and not really. Still, I'm like, wait, that don't look like what's happening for me.
Right.
I'm sorry, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's what these people who go into these groups are paying for. Like, the people in your group are paying to basically look over your shoulder, right? To
Right.
say, okay, here's what he's doing. Let's look over Joe's shoulder here and see what's going on.
Yeah. And the one thing that I love is like in the group, like I love it when they post their charts, because
Yes.
what I do is I take a screenshot of it and then I draw on it explaining how I would do it or how it could be a little bit better. And then of course I'm explaining my thought process as I'm doing and as I'm drawing on the chart, and I record it. It's a video. So not only is it feedback for that person, but everybody else in the group, they can say, oh, okay. Oh, that's why he's saying that. Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay, this is what and then boom, everybody. And I love it now, dude. Like it's crazy, because there's been times where I'll be like, all right, because I'm always looking at the charts, and I do, like, I literally dream about charts. I don't know if it's dreams or nightmares, but like I literally wake up, I was like, oh, my alarms. Oh wait, no, nothing went off, because I checked. Oh, I'm just dreaming it. But yeah, there's times where I'll be like, man, this one, it's moving, it's really strong, and somebody will post in the group. They're like, yeah, Joe, I did a leverage on this one, 3x. I'm up, 22% or whatever. It's like, dude, all right, man, because their alert went off. They know what I do now. As like, dude, that's perfect. Now, because it already went up, now I have to wait for it to come back or for whatever, and then I'll post it. And so it's just great, man. I love it. I love it.
Yep. Yep. I hear you. I hear you. Oh man, I'll tell you. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna have tonight. I was like falling asleep driving home. I'm like, shit, man. I got a long night ahead of me still.
Dude, I'm the same, man. Last night I didn't sleep. Then this morning I took like a 2-hour nap. Then of course there's a bunch of people that I watch, and then no, I didn't take a nap, because normally what I'll do is I'll stay up all night. I'll watch 2 or 3 people, then I'll try and take a quick nap before my live stream, and then of course I do everything else after that. But today, no, I've been going, and then but I tell you what though, today, because the past couple of weekends or the past couple uh Fridays, of course, I'm here, Crypto on the Rocks. I love it, dude. I
I
love it.
appreciate that.
It's a good time. Just kicking back, drinking, having a good time, talking about whatever. And then from here, I will go to my little watering hole, play some darts or whatever. But dude, the past like 4 or 5 times, man, I'm surprised. The bank hasn't come and picked me up. Like, Joe, like your thing's like 17 million in the negative. What? Because I'd be acting like Santa Claus, man. Like I'll go over there, I have a good old time, and I'll tell myself, okay, I'm only gonna spend X amount of dollars. And
so when you're saying later on after you're gonna be saying you're gonna go do darts, I should be saying no, don't go do darts.
Well, today, because man, like I said, the last like 4 times, I have literally like you would think I was Santa, like you would, man. And normally I give and I help people and stuff like that. But the last time, man, I was kicking back at there's a Circle K. I was kicking back. There was some, homeless people. I'm there. I'm sitting with them. I'm feeding them donuts, and I got all these
I remember you saying that. Yeah.
So I'm giving them all this food and everything. I was kicking back for like a good hour, man. Just kicking back and just talking and hearing about their life and everything. And then it's like, oh crap, like I gotta go. And then sure enough, like a couple of days later, it's like, how much did I spend? Because I know I was very generous. I was like, oh my gosh. But this time, I'm pretty sure though, if I do go out tonight to play some darts, I love playing darts. Yeah. I'm gonna do something that my cousin had been telling me, because what I'll do is I'll tell myself I'm only gonna spend a certain amount. Then I see some buddies there, and then I see some people there, and then I get all crazy. Yeah. So
it just starts rolling. Yeah. I get
so now I'm only bringing my ID and a few dollars, and then that's it. But at these places, like you can buy chips, like for the beverages.
Yeah.
You can buy chips. So what I do is I buy a crap load of chips. Like every time I go, I buy a crap load of chips. So right now, shoot, man, I have chips for days. Like I can literally go out like 4 days and just spend the chips.
Nice.
So yeah. So tonight, if I do go, which I probably will, I'm gonna bring my ID, a few dollars, and like literally like 10, 20 bucks.
I was gonna say, try and stay on the straight and narrow, right?
Dude, oh man, I can already hear myself now. Hey man, like just give me your loan, I'll pay you back. I can already hear myself say that. Yeah. I can't do it. But no, it's gonna be a good time.
I hear you.
But that's one thing with me. I love going out. I love having fun. I love making new friends.
Exactly, having a good time out and about. I get it, man. That's why
I'm cooped up, dude. I'm cooped up here all week. Like I literally 7 days. Like I only get like sometimes one free day, which happens to be today. But yeah, there's been times where I go Friday, and then Saturday I'm like I'm ready to go. It's like, wait a minute, I spent Friday's fun money, and Saturday's fun money, and next week's Friday's fun money, and next Saturday's fun money, and for the whole month, Saturday and Friday, I spent all that last night. I said, no, I'm gonna stay home.
That's funny. And Bedell, yeah, get on here, because I'm gonna try and stay awake. As you can see, I'm already like but. And 100 Air is in the house. Welcome, sir.
100 Air
being here.
Hey, last time was his first time on the stream, right?
No, he had been on before, but it was his first time on After Hours.
Oh, okay.
But he said he just ordered some Mexican food. Can't hear you guys, and probably buzzed. Nice. I don't know. As far as I know, I got audio. As far as I can see,
he's probably in the restaurant to where he can't.
Yeah, that's, you know what? You're probably right about that. Well, 100 Air, get your Mexican food. You can come and join us whenever you are ready, sir.
Dude, last time, one of my buddies, we went to the Mexican restaurant, and we're just going, talking, and whatever. And I get a margarita, he gets a margarita, and then I get another one, and he's still on his first one. I get another one, then he finishes that one, then he gets one, then I get one. And then so I'm like out drinking, I'm like 3-1 really. And so the bill comes, and I'm feeling good. I'm like, man, like I know the bill's gonna be expensive, and I was gonna get them, right? So I go for my wallet, and he already went, did the thing. By the time I get my thing out, I'm already kind of. So I get my thing, and I was like, "Where'd you go?" He goes, "Oh, I already gave it to her." It's like, "How?" I'm like, "Oh, snap!" So, dude, no, like it was on me. Like, he goes, "No, I got it." It's like, all right. I said, "I need to invite you to lunch more often. That way he can pay for me."
Exactly. That's funny. That's funny. You got to plan that shit out.
Right.
Oh man. All right. This guy's pretty much a dead guy. First one of the night. Down.
No.
Well, okay. First one of the night down on air. To be honest, I'm probably already about a half a dozen deep here at this point, which is also probably not helping the tired situation.
Nice. Yeah, I went to the convenience store so I can get some more.
Yep.
But normally I buy a lot, and this time I only bought half of what I normally buy. And they looked at me and they're like, "Why so few? What happened?" I said, "Oh no, I'm doing half the calories. Doing half the calories." Like, "Oh, okay." But
I'm taking it they didn't believe you though.
no, they're like, "Man, this guy's got a stash at the house. This is just his backup."
Yeah.
Which
Exactly.
I already
Exactly.
had so.
That's funny. That's funny. I like it. Hey, you always got to have a backup. Just saying.
Dude.
All right, time to break out the next one. Get my little cooler here, the portable cooler. And the next one. Cheers. Boom. All right. Hang on. Come on. Yep. Definitely had so much to drink. I can't even zip this thing back up here at this point. Holy shit. Holy shit. Guys, I see some more people jumping in the stream. Appreciate you being here. Don't forget, you got to vote. You got to vote while you're here. Let's put it up on the screen here. Deep in projects. And cheers, by the way. We'll do a little cheers.
Nice. Oh, I just finished mine. I just finished mine. Hold on. Hold that.
That's all right. I'll take two. I got you. All right, but listen. Make sure you put your vote inside the live chat. If you're on Twitter, make sure you just stick it in the comments. I'll go grab it. Basically, second half 2024. So until December, we're talking deep in projects. The first one is I made that's an error. I will correct that by next week. DPR, which is Deeper Networks token. And if you haven't seen that video that I did with Deeper Not, I've already put the link to that video in the live chat. Go check that out. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it back in the live chat again to make sure that you guys go ahead and check that out. Appreciate that. Make sure you vote. And look who's in the house. We got Crypto Jar in the house. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote. We got, again, so for everybody who's not familiar, again, we're talking deep in projects. So we got Deeper Network, Demo, Fry's Crypto or Fry, Honey, Flux, and Render. Oh, Jar's putting his vote for Fry. That puts Fry in the lead.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Hey, you know what? It needs to be kind of shooken up here a little bit. We can't always have the same thing. That's like, that's the way I see it. So awesome. Thank you, Jar. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you voting. Everyone else, please take some time. Throw what you want to vote for into this. Oh, look at that. There it is. Yeah, staying loyal. Exactly right. Exactly. I love it. Shame on him. Yeah, Fry is cheap right now. You're right. A lot. Well, I mean, honestly, Jar, I mean, everything's on sale, right? I mean, things are just like out of control, dropping off here at this point. But I appreciate that. So everybody else, don't forget, put your votes into that live chat. Right now, Jar just put Fry in the lead. How about that? Fry in the lead. Oh, wait. Diego's coming in with a vote. Coming in with deeper. Excellent. Excellent. Hopefully you watched that video that I dropped earlier today with Deeper Knot. That was awesome. Great video. And thank you, Diego, for being here. Appreciate that. And look at this. Jar getting all kinds of messages in the chat. Everybody loves Jar when he's in the chat. Nice. Nice. All right. There we go. So we got some votes going on, but Fry still in the lead. Fry still in the lead. You know what? He said Fry is cheap. Let's go bring this back up here. Let's go take a quick look at Fry. Let's see. Yeah, Far Dwight. Come on, Fry. Here we go. Fry's crypto. Let's see why. Well, it's up 7.2% here at this point. Oh yeah, but still, I mean, let's do the max here just to take a look. I mean, all things being equal, that's a good buy. What do you think there, Trade Intuition? You agree with that assessment?
If you're an investor, good. And I do like that, with the max chart up, how it was high, then it was low, then it got a little pumped, then it went sideways, but didn't go low, and then it pumped again. So this looks strong and healthy to me.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's good.
And what's the earliest date on that? Oops, there it is. So May of 2023. So we're just over a year, about a year and a half-ish into it here at this point, I guess. About a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So nice. Yeah, let's see. I'm curious whether you think I'd know this by now, but I don't. I just set where I want to go grab mine. Really? That's the only place you can get Fry's crypto? No, it's got to be available on like ZegX or something. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at my notes, but because I mean, Jar likes ZegX. You know what I'm saying? Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, Jar. I see you're still in the chat. We can get Fry's crypto on ZegX. Yes. Appreciate that. Oh, here we go. Yep, here we go. See, I appreciate you, Jar. Thank you, sir. Yeah, on ZegX. All right, cool. I love Andre. He says I'm just being nice to him. No. Jar's the man. Jar is the man. Appreciate it. That was funny. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like being nice to everybody, but
Right.
I ain't gonna be putting no butter on your ass or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on. Cheers.
Cheers.
There we go. I'll wait for you. There we go. All right. We got hopefully we'll have some latecomers here shortly. We got to get 100 Air to finish his Mexican food, and Badell to be like ready to go.
Yeah, I've had quite a few of your people joining my streams, which is really nice.
Nice.
So I appreciate everybody coming into the streams and stuff. So appreciate that. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is cool, and I love you. I'm sad that I've actually missed them because there's lots of knowledge there, and I like supporting people who are good people.
Right.
So
same.
Dude,
like I said, there's times where I'm up all night, and it's like, man, I'm so tired. Like I'm already falling asleep at my desk, and it's like, man, I got a couple more charts I got to update, and then it's like, oh man, another hour, and then some of the people that I watch, they're going to start streaming. So I'll stay up so I can watch them just so I can support them. And yeah, I'm the same way. Like whenever I can, if I know you're on, boom, I'll go. What time do you live stream? I mean, what time do you live stream?
Monday through Thursday, generally it's 10 a.m. And then Friday it's this and after hours.
Right.
I don't generally stream on the weekends unless there's something going on kind of thing.
Right.
I usually, that's when I'll drop like a short or a community post. Matter of fact, for those, make sure you check out YouTube. I got a community post coming out asking you about if you use Uphold. because I did my live stream on Wednesday was about Uphold delisting those stable coins. And what do you think about that? Anything like that? What's your 2 cents about that?
I don't mess with Uphold. I do have it. That's how I would off board or off ramp my money. I would send it to, and man, but talk about fees, dude. Like $20 or $20 to $30 to transfer it to Uphold, and then another $20 or $30 to transfer it to my bank. So it's like, man, whenever I do it, I gotta make sure it's worth it. But yeah, those fees, man, they'll get you. But I've started doing now on crypto.com. So I send my money now to crypto.com to my wallet, and then from there I send it, and it's like $7. $7, $7 to $15 to put it to crypto.com, and then like $7 to maybe $10 depending on the activity, for the fees. So it's like much cheaper doing it through crypto.com.
Well, with Uphold, when you were using it, did you ever have any withdrawal issues on Uphold? I had so many withdrawal. That's why I don't even use them anymore. So many withdrawal issues. The only reason I even ended up setting them up in the first place was because of Brave browser. And at the time, I needed them to be able to get the BAT token there.
Right.
But I don't even use it anymore. I send it to Gemini now because you can send it to Gemini.
Right.
But I mean, have you had any withdrawal issues on them?
No, to be honest though, I rarely take out money. I normally just put money in. And so I've had Uphold now since I think like 2021. And I withdrew, I want to say maybe in 2023, my first time. And then this year, I don't think I've done it this year. I think last year I might have done it maybe 2 or 3 times. But I try not to take out money. I just try to put it in. I try to treat it like a savings account. Just put it in there. But when I did though, it's because I was, taking out all my money from all my crypto that I had. So it was nice chunks.
Right. Well, for me, it was more like, especially with the BAT token, it was about bringing it into my own wallet.
Right.
And it's like, what a nightmare trying to do it. And I mean, I know they were upgrading their platform at the time and all this other kind of stuff. And I get that. Shit happens. I understand. But like, it just seemed to be, and it wasn't just me. I mean, I was seeing people complaining about it all over the place. And I even tried to help a buddy of mine to get his, I forgot what the hell he was trying to get off of there. And I couldn't even get it off. Finally, I told him, dude, get rid of this, buy something else that you can get out of here and just get it out of here. And so I don't promote them, none of that shit anymore. I will give them props, and I did during that live stream, that they were one of the few centralized exchanges that kept XRP listed during the whole lawsuit thing with the SEC. I'll give them props for that.
Dude, there was one live stream that you had, and I said XRP is trash. And you're like, oh, Trade Intuition is talking trash. And then you skipped it. You're like, no fights here. No fights here. But XRP, I'm saying it right now, put me on record. XRP is trash. If you do the tokenomics, XRP is trash. If you're brand new, hey, XRP is the first one you get into. Before you get into Bitcoin and Ethereum, XRP, you start watching all those videos, man, don't drink the Kool-Aid because it's a cult. I'm telling you right now. I almost got sucked in. I was with a friend, and she would always, she's the one who got me into crypto. And of course, XRP, and I'm doing all this research, and XRP to $5, XRP's with the banks, man, that's great. The first time I get into crypto, I was like, man, this thing's amazing. It's gonna go to $5. And then other videos, $10, and other videos, $500. It was like, man, like I'm gonna be a millionaire. So I'm buying XRP literally every other day, every 3 days. Now, granted, registered nurse, so of course make money or whatever, but during the week, because I would do double shifts on the weekends, but during the week, just to get me out of the house, I would do Uber and Lyft. So I'm making $200 a day, $100 to $200 a day. And so every day, and I don't have any bills, so every day, every other day, whatever, XRP
funnel in the money.
dude, making and for me, I was doing, this was when it was like 18, and I think the most I bought it for was like 20 cents. And I'm buying it, I'm buying, and I'm holding it, thinking it's gonna go to $5. And of course, 8 months go down, and it's 21 cents. And there was a YouTuber I was watching, and it's like, hey, if you have coins that aren't making you money, sell them, get into other coins. And I am so glad I listened to that person, because I ended up selling about 90% of my XRP. I still have some on a ledger. I got to find the ledger. It's in my closet somewhere. And there he is. And sure enough,
welcome, sir.
I ended up, buying other coins, and dude, made so much freaking money. There was one of them. I don't know if y'all know the story, but when I bought cake, my buddy told me about cake. He's like, yeah, Joe, you buy cake and you farm it. It's like, what's farming?
Yeah,
you buy
yeah.
cake, you put it into this thing, and it gets you free coins. And I'm looking at it, and I did it. I just bought a little bit, and I did it, and I see that this free coin, I'm getting 0.0004, 0.0012, 0. And I'm like, man, this is amazing. Like I'm getting free. So like with me, I have like a compulsive type behavior. So what I did was I sold 90% of my portfolio. It was a lot of money. 90% of my portfolio, bought cake so I could see it 0.1, 0.9, 12 point, whatever. And just making money like crazy. 1 week later, cake went from $3 to $15. 1 week, whatever week that was the week that I had bought. And I said, a 5x on 90%. I said, no way. Like, this can't be real. This cannot be real. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out to see if it's real. So I unfarmed all my stuff, and I saw the money go into my wallet. And I was like, holy smokes. This thing is for real. So then, of course, I'm doing a bunch of other things, but yeah, I love cake, and right now, cake, like, I'm in it again. Now, granted, I'm down like 15, maybe 20%. There's other ones I'm down like 50%, 70%, but it's not a loss until you sell. And so what I'm doing is, hopefully, next month or two, I'm going to add to those bags and just hold them. And I learned, and this was by accident. Sorry about talking so much. I'm a chatty Cathy. I don't talk to anybody. I got my cats. My cats, they run away from me. It's like, I got a story to tell you. Now, they run away.
Yeah.
But like, for me, what I did by accident when I first started in crypto, I bought 8 coins, put them in a wallet, forgot about the wallet. My buddy 8 months later told me, hey, yeah, you should check out this wallet. I was like, man, that sounds familiar. So I go, and sure enough, I open up that wallet, and all 8 coins did 10, 12, 14x. All of them. And this was before I knew how to trade. And during this time, and now I'm learning how to trade.
Sounds like me with my MetaMask wallet.
Dude,
2 weeks ago.
Dude. Okay, so question. Have you ever logged into your MetaMask and forgot that you had those coins, and you're like, holy crap, Merry Christmas?
Yeah, it took me a few days just to go through all my stuff to find the seed phrase.
Dude, I have a question. I have a lot of MetaMask wallets, like 12. But I would put them on different computers, different browsers. Is there a way that I could have all of my MetaMask wallets on one browser? Like, do I just need to like log out and then put in all my other stuff again? Because I have yet to do that.
Yes.
I have no idea.
I would think so.
I do it all the time. I do have
one question. Can you guys hear my furnace in the background?
I cannot. And awesome. Alexander, welcome, sir. Appreciate you being here. Is that your new recording
yeah.
area there?
I mean, it's definitely not finished. We're going tomorrow. I got to get a new ceiling fan, and then I'm going to get paint to paint these 2 walls, and I'm going to put that picture up here.
Oh, you're going to put that in there? Nice.
Yeah, so this one will be like over here.
Yep.
Dude, how big is your house?
Well, I'm in the basement that I call it, but it's the first floor. It's a bi-level, and it's I think
It
19
identifies
square.
as the first floor. It's by. Is that what you
Well,
said?
it's like half underground,
Oh yeah.
but like I'm in like this little corner, and I got like 8 feet behind me and 20 feet that way.
Dude,
Nice.
that's bigger
I
than my
mean, I
house.
got plenty of room to.
Yeah, you
How
do.
does he go
Just
into his
like,
green screen?
woo!
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
No, I just
Alexander says he's gonna
I set
grab
up
some
this
drinks
meter
and
box
join.
last night. I had to customize it because they don't have holes in the back. But I don't know.
Well, I look forward to seeing it as it progresses. While every week it'll be a little addition to everything.
Yeah,
That'll be awesome.
hopefully. It's
So
just,
Alex,
I mean, this week at work has been brutal.
oh,
It's been near 100 outside every day, and it's normally 20 degrees inside. And according to OSHA, once it hits 125 inside, they have to shut us down and send us home. So when it hits 118, they're like, all right, any machine that's not running is getting shut off. Turn on all the fans, try to cool it down. So it's like all week, it's just been right around 115, 120 degrees inside. It's just been brutal.
fuck that.
Dude,
Fuck
so
that.
back to the MetaMask. Back in 2021, people were talking about getting coins on MetaMask. So I'm doing it, right? So I'm buying coins. But when I bought the coin, like I wouldn't know where it's at. It wouldn't show up in my wallet. I was like, I don't know what happened. I know I bought it. I can see the transaction. I don't know where it's at though. So it's like, oh well, and whatever. So then, like a couple years later, 2 years later, I'm doing it again, and now because I look it up, like, how do you find your coins? And it's like, oh, you have to put the address into your MetaMask so it can show it. So I did that. It's like, here are all my coins, and Merry Christmas to me. Most of them, of course, rugged, but the ones that I did have in there, 12, 15x, whatever. It's like, okay, that'll work. Free. It was money I wasn't expecting. I was like, okay.
Yeah. And that's probably exactly what it was. You didn't like add it as a currency in your wallet. 100 that I'm behind in the chat here. 100 Air is saying XRP is all about CBDCs. Back from our XRP conversation, Alexander's saying he was buying XRP at 30 cents, which it was like in that 20-cent area for the longest time. I mean, like forever in that area.
Yeah, my average price on XRP is like 23, 24 cents.
Yeah.
They sold half my bag at about $1.83, $1.80 something. And then I just, took it into Tether. And then since it dropped, I put all that back in and I like pretty much tripled my bags.
There you go.
If not even more. I mean, I took out my initial investment, so whatever's there is all profit, but I'm hoping it hits a few dollars.
Well, let's hope. What was it? It was like a 3 something at one point on its all-time high, I think.
I think its all-time high was like 210, 215.
And every time I think,
Yeah, I hope this bull run, even though I hate XRP and put that on the record, I hate XRP. I think max it'll go $5, but more than likely, I want to say maybe 350 to 450, but max $5.
Yeah.
But
so
believe me though, I'm gonna be selling
$3.40, and that was January 7th of 2018.
Yeah, I knew it was 3 something. Yeah,
dude, I remember when that, I don't think it was that high when I told my friend who got me into crypto, I said, hey, if you have your XRP, sell it. And she's like, oh, my son took care of that, and I don't know what he's doing with it. It's like, oh, okay. But that great time to sell. It was like crazy high.
Alexander's saying he took profits at about 85 cents.
So I'm kind of mad at Uphold. You guys were talking about Uphold a little bit ago.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Selling all my XRP before everything else relisted it, and so I missed the last letter when I was sending it.
No.
So there's like 25,000 XRP that are just, I don't know where they're at.
Shit.
And I'm like,
I've done that, but I've sent sent crypto to using the wrong network. So it's like,
yeah, then you're
dude,
screwed.
Ethereum is charging me $22, but I can use, BRC20 or whatever it was, BNB 20, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And I can do that one for $1. I'm gonna do this one, and I would send money, and it's like, where's it at? And then I couldn't find it.
It's like okay, so how can you send something on the wrong chain and then it just disappears? Like it should either go through or it should not.
Right.
But it's like my 25,000 XRP. Okay, I missed one letter in the wallet, but is that sent to somebody else's wallet or is it just
done
in the cloud somewhere, just MIA?
MIA. See, but now I've noticed though, like whenever I put in, and they've gotten so much better since when I first started. But now, whenever you put in an address, it'll say, "Oh, it's a TRC20 address." So sometimes they'll tell you this is the network.
Yes.
But sometimes they won't. So what I always do, even though like I've already made all those mistakes already, what I'll do if I'm going to send like $100 and I'm going to get charged 20, I just send it, no test run, I just do it. But if it's going to be like a little bit of money, then what I'll do is I'll send a little bit. I don't care if it's a $30 fee or whatever. I'll send it. It went through. Okay, cool. Here now I'm sending all the amount.
Now you send the rest.
Everything. Yes, man, I've learned those lessons, dude.
It's a smart way to do it.
I got something to show besides my work in progress studio.
Do it.
So there's a former president's store in my town. Me and my daughter took a 2-hour bike ride last Saturday. Went garage sailing, and I got her a new hat, and I got me because a lot of it seems to be a trend when you're opening boxes on YouTube to have a knife, like a signature knife, I guess. So I got this.
Oh, nice. Keep America great. Love it.
Very nice.
Love it.
So she got a nice little hat with the T name on it, and I got a new hat again, and my box opener now.
Yeah, my box opener. Yes, exactly. Awesome. That's nice. I like it.
Dude, there was one time
make sure I keep it away from the kids when they come over.
Oh yeah. Dude, there was one time where I had a cast and all down here, right? And granted, drinking, was at my brother's house, drinking, a bunch of family, friends, whatever came over. I got completely blitzed. And the next day I was supposed to get the cast off. I was like, wait a minute, I have a box cutter. So here where's my box cutter? So dummy, I get my box cutter and I'm doing it. And sure enough, though, I get it and I crack it open, everything. I go to the doctor the next day and they're like, hey, Joe, like you did a great job, this and that, blah, blah. And the whole time I'm there, I was like, man, I was so messed up with the box cutter. I could have easily done something like horribly wrong. So now it's like, I got to be careful. But this was a long time ago. It was like 20 years ago. But yeah.
I do apologize for the shaky camera. I'm working on a folding plastic table on my laptop, and my laptop's like in the middle. So it's like, if I touch here, it just.
Yeah, you can barely even tell. I
wouldn't have even noticed if you didn't say anything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just when I type, so I've tried not to type.
Whatever. And Alexander likes the knife there. That was cool. It was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I just got to get a light.
Absolutely.
Up top.
100,
like hide the shadows, I guess.
What was that?
I got to get a light up top to hide the shadows. I was trying to move the light, but I don't know.
Well, you know what you might want to consider, because is that an actual corner there? It's kind of tough to tell. Is that like a corner?
Yeah. So like right over there.
Yeah. Right there. You might want to. Gotcha. That's what. Okay. I was making sure I was seeing it properly. You may want to consider using like a corner light, like a different color or something like that, just to put a little bit of ambiance in there, and it'll play off the wall that way.
I was worried with echoes and or with the AC running if any of that.
Yeah, I know. I got my AC literally right above my head here, so if at any point you can't hear me, let me know. I've lowered it down a little bit, but if I don't, it's been like triple digits here, like you were saying. So it's like, holy shit. I got
Me, I
can't
have
go.
to turn
I mean,
it off.
I'd rather have the air,
4 or
but
5 degrees cooler where I'm at, so it's probably gonna be the same for you. Like, when it's 110 inside, what's the difference between 110 and a 104 or 105? Nothing.
yeah, right. Not a whole hell of a lot.
Nope.
An extra drop of sweat.
There it is.
And I gotta work 6 days next week, like 6 full days.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
yeah, these couple of weeks here. This week was I know 100 Air was saying he missed like because we didn't end up doing a Matrix Money on Tuesday and Monday. I didn't even have a chance to go live. Tough week for me. Tough week with live streams. A lot of family things going on this week here that's just ending, and next week I'm going to be trying to live stream from my daughter's house. We'll see how that goes. But if the grandkids give me enough opportunity, other than that, they'll be joining me on the live stream, I think.
It was funny. I was outside earlier when you first started because my kids were like bouncing around on their little bouncy ball things that have like a little handle on it and riding bikes.
Yep,
and they kept coming up like, hi. And I'm like, I'm not live yet. Like, so they'll probably make an appearance at some point just to come by.
That's all right. Children are welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh boy, I may need to bring on. Although that they'll be completely disingenuous, because it's like crypto, what, Bitcoin, what, yeah, it's like, these kids, they're gonna learn too late.
But I gotta give props to my girlfriend for taking care of my kids at this point, so I can be down here with you guys. I was like, hey, if push comes to shove, just start the bath and put them in the bathtub. They'll be occupied for like an hour and a half.
There you go. Appreciate it.
So question: Do y'all talk to people about crypto?
What was that?
Do y'all talk to people about crypto, like trying to save them?
No.
Dude, I hate it. I used to back in 2021, like my watering hole back in San Antonio. I'm telling everybody crypto this and crypto. They're like, dude, like you got to just treat it like a savings account. This and that, blah blah. And nobody would listen. And then eventually, back in November, I had a few nurses come up to me that were at my watering hole. They're like, Joe, I didn't want to tell you anything, but I got in and dude, I'm up like 80%, this and that, blah, blah. And I told you, man. And then not only that, but like literally my Uber drivers and my Lyft drivers, they were like, hey, have you heard about crypto? Have you heard about, Doge? This and that, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, man, I'm telling you, like this and that, blah. And that's when they say to sell. And I didn't, because the extended bull market. And sure enough, that's when everything hit.
So what you got to get a Hive Mapper or a demo, and then get a referral link, and then all those Uber and taxi drivers, you tell them, hey, you know what? Buy this. It's $250. I'll send you a link, and you will start earning, and then you earn off of them also. I don't know if like it's a constant earning, but at least you get something.
Right.
So like you could buy one and then not even use it, but because 5 other people bought it from you and your referral, your unit's free. Then you sell it on eBay. I mean, Hive Mappers are what, like $300?
Yeah,
and a few months ago they were going for like $1,500 on eBay. But now they're down to like $500 or $600 because so many people were into it that the price just skyrocketed because they couldn't produce enough.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's sad though, because like where I'm at, it's a small town, and like and it's funny too, man, because there's some people, the majority, don't have money, but then there's a select few that these guys are millionaires.
Oh
like,
no,
if not millionaires, like really close to millionaires. They have their own business, they have a bunch of land, et cetera, et cetera. And with me, I tell, because they ask me, it's like, Joe, what do you do, man? Like because I never know what day it is. Like, oh yeah, I heard today was Friday. I'm like, Joe, like, what do you do? Like, you know what day it is? Like, well, I trade. And like, what do you trade? I said, well, I trade, pew-pews and illegal things. And they're like, what? I said, no. I said, no, I do crypto. And they're like, what's crypto? So I start telling them. And then there's some, oh, that's a scam, this and that, blah, blah. It's like, listen, man. I said, do you know BlackRock? Do you know about banks? Like Wells Fargo is buying Bitcoin. Like all these banks are buying Bitcoin. Like all these big entities are buying Bitcoin. Do you think they're buying to a scam? I said,
exactly.
And of course, they're just talking trash, big time trash. And I said, you know what? I know you look at me, you see how I'm dressed, you see the vehicle I drive, but watch. In 2 years, watch. Oh, that's all I gotta say, just watch. And it's gonna happen. And then it's too late for them, and then they gotta wait another cycle.
So like my buddy that I work with now, well, I started working and then he became my buddy and we became friends, but he made a bunch of money on Bitcoin like years ago, but he didn't like the fact that he had to pay like 50% taxes. I'm like, but how much did you make? And he's like, I like 5x my money. And I'm like, okay, so you walked away with almost 2x your money after taxes? Like, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move. I think I'm gonna move, man. I really do. Like, I think I'm gonna make a bunch of money.
There's places that you can actually buy stuff with Bitcoin to where you can avoid, those taxes.
Dude,
he's like,
I'm gonna move.
How much do you? Because he knows I'm a miner and he knows all my GPUs, and I tell him everything. Like, it is what it is. He's like, but aren't you losing money when you're only making like $1 a day after like electric and taxes and this, that, and the other? I was like, no, because I use my Bitcoin to buy stuff. All my 3D print filament, it's all paid for in Bitcoin. It's all mined. And that's what I use to buy a lot of stuff. And then like with your show, living on Bitcoin, like I didn't even know like all that was possible. But it's like opened my eyes to even more. I'm like, man, all this Bitcoin I got, like not that I have a lot, I really don't, but like I can actually use it for stuff rather than sell it and then pay 50% taxes on it.
Yep. Hopefully that's going to change after this election cycle. Congress, I'm hoping, will make some smart legislation for crypto. I that's my hope. I probably shouldn't even bother hoping, but I hope.
I mean, we all hope and pray, but it's already not even looking good. Not to get into politics, but
I hear you. What do we got here? 100 Air saying no hate on XRP, just not a fan of where they're going.
Trash.
That's funny.
I've always been a big fan of XRP, and I was especially a big fan and buying more when they were, battling the SEC. Because I'm like, that's the only
thing I liked about them. That's the only thing I liked about them.
And then what? It went up like 5 cents, and I'm like, really? That's it? Like, come on,
dude. That's the only thing I like about them, because they could have easily just rode over, paid their fine, whatever. But they're like, no. So like, I got mad respect for them because they are leading the way for all these other. Because now, okay, we have a win. Crypto has a win. So anytime that the SEC tries to come after anybody, now they can say, hey, look at this one, and this is our case. But so that's the only respect I have for XRP. Other than that, they're trash.
That's anything with crypto, now XRP versus SEC is going to be case law. And every lawyer is going to use that case law and say, well, you know what? This company beat the SEC. And yet you have less evidence now, SEC, than you did against XRP, and they still beat you. Like, why are we even in court? Like, just
exactly
go out that door and leave. Like,
dude, I bought a mini ASIC miner for Library token, and Library was also sued by the XRP. I mean, by SEC, and I think they went under. I don't even know. I never kept up with it, but so I don't know if they're still around. I still have the mini X.
They are.
They are okay. I still have the miner, but I have yet to plug them in because I mean it's not worth it. It's not worth the electricity. My electricity over here is like 19 cents per kilowatt hour or whatever it's called. So it's kind of high, and I'm thinking like if I want to buy if I want to buy Doge or Litecoin or library token. Instead of paying the electricity and whatever, I just buy the coin, So,
But you got to look at what that algorithm mines. I mean, what that ASIC mines, because you could mine another coin on the same thing.
these are specific. This one, it's only library, and then the other one I have is only Doge / Litecoin.
Litecoin, yep.
I would be plugging that motherfucker in. I mean,
Absolutely.
at 19 cents though, that's kind of high, but I would probably look at different firmware, different mining software to lower the wattage. And something is better than nothing.
And I don't know, because like if I want, I can just buy it, $20 a month, and it'd be way more than what is mining, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's the other way to look at it is, am I going to profit?
I spent so much money, and so I was dumb. So of course, I made all my money with cake and a bunch of other coins. I made a bunch of money. So now I'm starting to diversify, buying mini ASIC miners, buying GPUs, buying stuff so I can do a mining rig, the whole nine. And when did I do it? I did it back in like early November of 2021, all-time high. And dude, I was so dumb. But now it's a mistake that I know not to do anymore. And so I have all my stuff in the closet, just waiting to come out. There
you go.
Well, yeah, because like you said, it's cheaper just to buy the coin than it is to mine it.
Right now, yeah.
I mean,
Automatic beats in the house.
Is like, if you compare that to like Bitcoin, like virgin Bitcoin is gonna go for a premium because it's mined. It's got no roots anywhere. It's just that's how it is. Like if you could buy
as anonymous
Bitcoin,
as you're gonna get with it.
It's gonna sell for face value, but virgin Bitcoin that's mined is gonna go for more.
Well, yeah, it absolutely is because again, no, that's as anonymous as you're gonna get, and automatic beats sold to the crab show, lately, right?
Yeah, I saw that. I had to look at. I'm like, I'm not quite understanding the crab show lyric, but
and yeah, the AMB token you got to get the AMB token, folks. And yes,
I do have a question for Trade Intuition when he comes back.
I'm back. Just got another beer or beverage.
And what do we got? Flux. Is that your vote tonight? There, automatic beats. You're voting for Flux again. It's Flux hasn't gotten one vote tonight, just so you know. Get Flux out of here. Hey, kiddos. Woohoo! They could have joined in, it's okay.
I was trying to get her to get Sissy so they could both say hi.
Okay, fair enough. And automatic beats putting in the vote for Flux.
Ugh, come on, guys.
All right, your vote is recorded. Hey, listen. Fry's Crypto in the lead right now. Fry's Crypto in the lead. Oh, wait. And is Alexander's vote for tonight? Demo for Alexander, but
Demo.
First vote on Demo for the night. Appreciate it. Thank you, Alexander. Appreciate that.
Is Crypto Jar still here in the chat?
I don't know. Jar, you still here? I love it. Fucking Fry. Exactly. Well, you know what? It can't always be, Flux. Just saying.
All right, no, he did answer my question.
Oh, he did?
I asked him a question, then I jumped in the shower, and then I came down like a few minutes after and got on.
Gotcha. All right, next one down.
There you go. You're a beast. You are a beast.
Yeah, I'm a beast. We'll see how I function tomorrow.
Hey, tomorrow's Saturday. Dude, I was so looking forward to yesterday. I thought yesterday was Friday. I was like, man, I'm gonna get my drinks. I'm gonna get my drink on. Gonna come over here, you know, crypto on the rocks. And then I learned
Then
it
you
was
realize,
Thursday.
damn it,
I learned
it's
it was
Thursday.
I was like, man, I gotta wait one more day.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I appreciate you guys being here.
But yeah, man, I love coming over here because again, it's just kicking back, you know, drinking a few, hanging
Yeah,
out.
having a laugh.
Mhm.
You know, talking crap about XRP. You know,
Invite me to that party. I will be there every single day. Invite me to that party.
hey, you know, I did have XRP back. I don't know, before it went up to its all-time high, and I sold off like Alexander did in that 80 cent area. Took a little bit of profit, whatever. But I don't know. After that, I wasn't about it, man. I wasn't about it.
Dude,
And
when XRP went up, you know, to like $1.80, $2, I was like, man, am I gonna sell? I was like, no, I'm gonna wait till $5. I'm gonna wait till $5. Hi.
hi,
Come here,
how are
Raymond.
you?
Come here, the camera. Come here.
Thanks for joining in.
Oh, come over here. You're
She's
not.
like, I'm shy. I don't want to do it.
Well, the other one said hi, but she doesn't.
But that's it. She's too shy for the camera, huh?
Yeah.
That's all right. She can come on whenever she's ready. No pressure here.
Hey, why are you acting like a baby? How old are you? No.
Jar
How
said
old
he's
are you?
still here, by the way.
Awesome.
4. Yeah.
Jar, he realized you answered his question. He just didn't catch that until after I asked if you were here. Automatic Beat saying he's bullish on Ocean, AGIX, and FET. Hey, there's the other one. Hi, honey.
Dude, I was really surprised. Those were the top gainers 2 days ago, I think. Ocean, FET, and AGIX. They were like 25, 30%. And I'm really surprised they haven't come down. You know, they started coming down, but then
Are they
came down a little bit.
still up there?
They came down a little.
I
don't have the charts, but I was looking at them. So AGIX is looking good, man. It's looking strong. AGIX and FETs. I was getting ready to do a short on FET, but it's balancing. It's balancing right there off of 1.53. It's balancing really nice there.
And
Then
Ocean still got some room. I know Ocean was up there for a while. That was doing pretty good there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Get that out of here. Let's see what we got. We got yes, Automatic Beats, Crypto Jar.
And all three of them look the same. All three of them look the same. Let's see here. I'm gonna share my screen really quick.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Entire screen. Let's go to this one.
Okay, I see it. Hang on. Here we go.
So this is AGIX. So AGIX went up really nice, good. You know, let's see here. From here to here, geez, 40, almost 49%. And then it retraced just a tad. And this, so I want to advise everybody, when the bull market is in full-fledged bull market, I mean, everything is super incredibly bullish. We're not going to see retraces coming down here to the 0.5, 618 golden pocket. We're not going to see this. This is what we're going to want. We're not going to see it. What we're going to see is it's going to retrace roughly around 20 to 30%. And right here, this is 0.236. This is 23.6%. So it retraced what it's supposed to do in a very bullish market, where it comes down and then it balances out. But for me, and of course, I'm going to notify everybody too, not to buy right now because it can easily keep on retracing, which I doubt though. But what you want to do is, this is the most recent current pivot. So what you want to do is you want to buy once it breaks this pivot because this is an area of resistance. So this is an area of resistance. So the price action may do this. It may come up, get rejected, come back down, possibly do a higher low, come back up, may get rejected again, but this is the main area it needs to break above. Once it breaks above, set your alert right in this area. The 4-hour candle must close above 0.6946. Once the 4-hour candle closes above this, now you're good. And what you could also do is you put a lower entry here just in case the price action comes down. But guess what? Because of all this, all these wicks and all these kind of bodies, now this is going to serve as support.
Yes.
So if it does come back down, more than likely support, and then now it comes up, you can add to your entry once again. Boom, bingo and a bango. So this is AGIX. This is FET. Dude, I was ready for FET. I was ready for FET to do a short, and I'm still waiting. I'm looking at these. I don't set an alert because I noticed that all these alerts that go off, man, like sometimes it creates anxiety because sometimes I'll have 20, maybe even 30 alerts go off within an hour. And it's like bing, 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 bing. It's like, man, that's work. All that's work. So what I'll do, and right now, like if you notice, I want to show this to you. So let's get rid of this. What I want to do is I want to show this to you.
Back to the 130, and then he's saying rejection off the 200 on the 4-hour.
So let's see. My 200 is on the 4-hour. Okay, so come up here and get rejected, possibly. Let's see here. So go back to the one. So AGIX to one. Wait, what? AGX to 130?
That's what. Yeah, his first thing was back to 130, and then he said rejection off the 200 on the 4-hour.
I don't know. The numbers don't match up because for it to get rejected, it's at 81. But so for AGIX, as you can see here, it came down and it started getting support, and then it started moving up. So this looks strong. Yes. Now the reason I'm looking for a short on FET is because if you zoom in, it came down, it gained support, and then it broke lower, showing weakness. Then it came up, and then it started coming here, but again, it's lower than this. So it's still kind of showing weakness. So this is the reason I'm looking for a short on this one. And if I do a short, I'm looking at 1x, maybe a 2x. Nothing crazy. That way, of course, I can have a nice stop loss above this area, which would probably be probably right there. But it just depends on where we enter. So, and the reason for the 1x to maybe 2x is because of my stop loss. It's 15%. That's a big number. But if it does break below this, then more than likely we can enter. I was thinking about front running it, but I've been burned before on front running because Bitcoin can change and get really bullish, and then everybody starts getting bullish, and then it just
everything, the whole market turns,
So right here, in between 1.537 and 1.4451, this is our little zone. So this has the opportunity to come down here, possibly fake us out, and come back up. So more than likely, if we do enter in this area, I might have my stop loss even lower. Just get stopped out really quick in my misery, and we'll see. Let's see here.
Did you see 100 Air's comment? He says, you know you've made it when you get a TA guy on your channel. And there you go. Hey, listen, I'm fortunate. I mean, Trade Intuition found me somehow. I don't know, but I appreciate him.
Dude, you're on my homepage when I'm just seeing what's going on, and I saw you were live. I checked you out. I was like, you know what? I like this dude. I like how he talks. I like how he's not trying to sell anything. I like how he's not trying to like shield any coins. You're real, and it's very, very rare to find. And it's what's so sad. What is so sad? Because I have a small channel, like everybody here, small. And what's so sad is that because we don't do all these shillings and all these promotions and everything like that, our numbers
Exactly.
are really low and people don't
Yes.
know about us. But the ones that are willing to take advantage of their viewers, and forget it.
Yeah.
Forget
I mean, they got the clickbait titles. They got
Yes.
the
And they know how to do all that stuff. Yeah. So
I don't know.
this one right here, it looked weak because here was our low, and then it broke below it. And right now it's still looking weak. It's still looking weak. So I'm monitoring this one for a possible short. Then we have Ocean. Ocean looks the same when it comes to AGIX. It came down, leveled out, went down a little bit, but now, like, if it breaks below this level, 0.6411, then we can possibly look for a short. But right now it's so dangerous, man. It is so dangerous because Bitcoin can easily change direction and start going up. And right now, it did a bear trap, which we kind of mentioned earlier on my live
Yeah,
stream.
we're talking about like dipping the 63. Yep.
Right. So this is a bear trap, and it can easily, even though it's showing weakness, it can easily bounce up and continue upward. Like it's right now, it's just messing with us, and it's in this zone. It's in this range right here, to where we have our top trend line, our bottom trend line, and it'll continue in this pattern until it either breaks up or breaks down. Of course, everybody says 68% chance breaks to the upside, but it can stay in this area until it's ready to break out. Now, I would love for it to come into our support zone between 61 and 58. This would be beautiful. Now, I'm still hoping for this right here, 52 to 50. Do I think it'll happen? The longer that we stay in this upper range, the harder it is to see this happening. But I just want it to be over, man. We went through the bear market. We went through all that pain, all that suffering, all that drag out session. We had the halving, and now we're ready. Now we're so close. Like, we can literally see the light at the end of the tunnel. We can literally see that. And we just need this to be behind us. And one thing that I say to everybody on my live stream, especially, is every day that passes is one day behind us, one more day behind us. Because pretty soon, man, you don't even need to know how to trade. Just get into a coin, hold it for a week, maybe 2 weeks, you'll be up 20, 30%. But the main thing is to get with people, whether it's, whoever you watch, and just see what they do, what they're talking about. If it's AI and they talk about an AI coin, don't join it. Write it down, because more than likely there's a very, very high likelihood that the person who's talking about it, especially these big YouTubers, they're invested in it. So they will dump on you. You wait a week, you see that it came down already 30, 40, 80%, whatever it is. You buy the coin because there's a very high likelihood they're going to talk about it again so they can sell off some more. When they do, guess what? You're already in the coin. You sell 50%, 80%, 120%. Have those sell orders. Do not get greedy, because once you start seeing it go up, I'm going to hold it a little bit more. It's going up. I'll hold it a little bit more, hold it up. And then it comes down. And you're like, let me sell. Can't sell it. It's coming down. Can't sell it. It's coming down. Can't sell it. And then now you sell it at 20%. But if you had those targets already, they talk about it, boom, money.
Could you chart Solana real quick?
Yeah, definitely. Well, Solana, sure don't. Okay, so
I want to buy more because I want my bag to hit 50. But
Solana, dude, if you're so there's a couple different ways of thinking of this. There's two main ways. One is an investor. So as an investor, you can buy right now, regardless of the price. Buy right now, and if it goes down 30%, who cares? You're an investor. You buy more. But if you're a trader, well, then that's something different. So as a trader, we're going to have the trader mindset, and that's what's very important, to know these different mindsets. Would I enter right now as a trader? No. Why? Under resistance. Here's our major resistance at 140.13. So as an investor, I would buy. Comes down even more down here to 120, I'd buy more. But as a trader, no, it's too risky. It is extremely too risky because we have this. Now, one thing that I do not do, and a lot of, so here was my alert to buy. The alert didn't hit. And guess what? I'm not entering the trade. And it kept on coming down and down and down. So what I do is I show you how to do all this stuff. I show you not, if it's a trade at Trader Mindset, I show you how not to get into a trade until it's ready. Now, granted, when we enter trades, do they sometimes get stopped out? Yes, of course, because we're trading against people. But what we're doing is we're reducing our risk by, what I do is I am a trend trader. I don't trade based off of divergence, based off of moving averages, based off of point of control. I don't trade off of any of that stuff. I am a trend trader. So my success rate is much higher. Why? Because I'm trading once the trend is going down, I don't enter. But once the trend starts going up, then I enter. So I'm actually reducing
is it
my
going to go
risk.
down some more, or is it going to be
It
on the
could.
top?
It is high probability of coming down. And the reason I say that is because it can easily do this: come up, rejection, come back down, support, maybe even come back up, rejection. And what I'm looking at is this rejection, and then come down. So creating a fake out, and then now it starts doing this. Now, while it's doing this,
Points are those rejections at though, Mike?
what's that?
All right, so your bottom is about 140. And right above that, I don't know, 145-ish, what it looks like.
Well, this
Where
level
is
right
that
here.
the rejection line.
So this level right here is right around 140.13. This is the resistance level. So this will just put it right here. So just make it a little easier to read. So right now, this is resistance. So what we need to do is we need to break above this resistance. What you'll see a lot of YouTubers doing is they'll draw a trend line. And they'll say, buy the breakout of this. If you bought the breakout of this one, I guess it'd be okay because you're going to be at this level. But most YouTubers, most TA people, they won't have this line right here. But because I have this line, if they say buy the breakout, yeah, sure, buy the breakout because you're buying above this.
I just really want to buy like 10 or 15 more Solana, but I'm just like, man, like even if it goes down like $5, like I'm okay with that. But if it goes down like $20 or $30, it's gonna be like shit.
Right. So for me, for Solana, because I know what Solana is and I know what it can do, personally, I would not have a stop loss on it because the way I see it is, why would you enter a coin that is going to make insane amount of gains? Granted, it's a huge market cap, but why would you take a stop loss on it when, because, well, let's see. Before I say this, let's see. So from here to here, our percentage, okay.
Have you looked at Haktua coin?
No, I haven't, but I know
it was up like 1,400%. I was like,
keep on going.
Man.
It's
I mean, it's just a meme coin, obviously, but this guy turned like $100 into like $2,200 in a matter of like a day, and I'm like, man. But just because it's popular, like, you know, by the time you find out about it, it's 1,000% gain in a day. It's too late.
Right. Exactly. You just hit the nail on the head by the time we find out about it. Exactly.
Right. Now, if you were going to do this as a trade, you could enter once it breaks this level, and the 4-hour candle must close. This is on the 4-hour time. So the 4-hour candle must close above 140.13. It must close. If it closes underneath it, don't enter. Wait for it to close above this.
I mean, do you think it's going to go back to $100? 100, 110 in that area?
If it breaks this level of 120, our next major support is at 78. If it breaks this level.
Man.
So whenever you're looking at like what could happen, you have to deal with what is happening. So if it's happening,
I mean, I hope it doesn't hit $78 because then it means I lost a lot of money. But
it's not a loss until you
sell. It's a great opportunity to buy at $78. Like,
right, it's not a loss until you sell, because it could do this number, break below this, and then now do this number, and then here would be a perfect opportunity to buy. So I'll give you a buy zone. This right here would be a absolute gorgeous, I can't do it. Gorgeous opportunity to buy between in this level right here. So let's do support box. So this, let's go ahead and do this right here. So between 93 and 78. If it goes in between this level, I mean, do I think it'll go lower than 78? No, I really don't. But this only happens if, it's always an and if statement. This will only happen if it breaks below 120, because now our next level is 93. And this is our zone right in this area of a perfect entry. So that's my thought process. But if you're doing this as an investment, I would buy now, knowing that it should drop 20 to 30%. Now, why do I say buy now, knowing that it's going to drop lower? Because nobody actually knows what's going to happen. Well, you could buy now, expect it to go down 20, 30%, and guess what? It does this number, and then all of a sudden, Bitcoin goes to the moon, and your coin goes to the moon. So when you're waiting down here, and you didn't buy here, now you're buying way up here.
Well, just to make it clear, not that it's gonna affect the market, but if Solana hits $100, I'm buying 35 more Solana.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ladder in your buy options. That's the best way to do it. I mean, I don't know where you're purchasing.
And that's exactly what I'm. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Man. Right. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You buy some right
like
now.
Trade Ogre, because they have like those graphs that tell like the sell orders, the buy orders, and like at what price and then how much.
Yeah, but that's constantly changing, and not for nothing. A lot of times, feel free, Joe, to tell me I'm wrong here, but
you're wrong.
A lot of times those are not even remotely accurate because they got all kinds of false buy orders and sell orders in there.
Right.
Yeah. So the way I always look at it, if you have an investor mindset, and you have an investor mindset because you know this is going to make you money, and it will. Solana.
I'm starting to like put all my eggs in one basket, which I know is a bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not all my eggs, but it's 95%. It's going to be in Solana if it hits $100. You know, like,
dude,
it's not the smartest move, but
Solana
and the next ETF, like,
dude,
possible next ETF. I mean,
Solana is going to kill it. They've been killing it, And what I would also recommend is also get some BNB, because I guarantee it, CZ from Binance is not going to let Solana take the whole game. They're too powerful to let them do that. So what I would do is I would have some in Solana and some in BNB if you're doing these type of coins. Now, if you have, and I believe you do, an investor mindset, you buy some now. So let's just say, simplicity's sake, you have $100. You're like, Joe, I have $1 million. I said, I know. Simplicity's sake, $100, $50 right now. And then you put a bid down here for $50 just in case we get a crazy wick and it comes up.
Yeah.
No, we have time on our side right now, because we're not in the middle of the bull market. We're not at the very end. We're at the very, very beginning. Like, it hasn't even really started yet. We've had some nice gains, but when this happens, you want to be in a position, because there are so many people that wait. Oh, it's going to go down. It's going to go down. But what happens if it doesn't go down and it does this level? Bitcoin goes crazy and then you miss it. And now you're buying 50% higher than when you started looking at it.
Yep.
So that's my thought process.
That's a good
Not a
thought
financial
process.
advisor. Not financial advice.
I mean, and see, like that to me is my personal issue. Is I'm always like, oh, like what's the graph look like? What's the chart look like? Like, oh, yeah, it could hit under 100, but will it?
Right.
It's like, and then I wait, and then I wait, and I wait. I'm like, all right, come on, 120, 125, 130, and I'm like, fuck, I should have bought. And then it's like
Right.
200, and it's like, God damn, like.
But we're still waiting.
I'm trying to swear it, but it's just,
Dude, we're still waiting for that big retrace. Like, it's been happening. We've been having a retrace, but it's not the big one. And we're still waiting for it. Will it happen? Nobody knows. And that's why, like right now, I'm down on my investment coins, some 30, 40, 50. There was some 70%. Am I panicking? Nope. What I want to do is I want to buy more. So probably in the next month, I'll buy more. Dollar cost average. Because we have time on our side.
I lost all this money on this coin. Forget it. Just buy more.
Yep.
Because what are you going to do? You're going to sell it and you're going to take a loss? Or are you going to hold it for another 6 months, year and a half, 2 years, and then sell it for 3 to 5 times what you have originally bought it for?
Got it. See, and that's the whole mindset that, like, all my community, like, their mindset always was trader mindset. And what I've been instilling in them since the beginning of the year, investor, buy. If it dumps, who cares? We have time on our side. Buy more. We can still trade, but buy more. So, because what's going to happen, and like I show this to everybody, and everybody does the whole woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? So let's just say we bought right here, and it came up to let's zoom in. So like right now we're doing,
that would have been nice.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Right now, what we're doing is we're doing the investor mindset versus the trader mindset. And I show this to everybody. So let's say we bought at the break of this level and we're investing. So it comes up here and the trader buys here and comes up here and it comes down a little bit. So they sell it at 30%. We bought around the same price. Okay. So they sell it as it starts coming down. They sell it. No, they don't even sell it. They sell it right here. And they
doubled their money almost, and then they were like, "Peace out, I'm out."
Right. So then they sell it. They sell it right here, right? So then it comes down, and then it breaks this level. So then they buy again, and now they get another. Let's just say they bought. They got another 38%. But an investor, they're holding it, and whatever they got. $100, both of us, investor and trader. So the investor or the trader got $53. They roll that into the next trade. And here they see it dip a little bit and they say, okay, cool. Let me, it broke this level. Let me go ahead and add $53 or whatever. So that way the price is still even. Now we're here. And then now the trader buys again once it breaks this level, whatever level. Breaks this level, and let's just say breaks this level, and now they get all these gains. Let's say they sold at the top, so they got 60%, they got 40%, 154%. However, the trader has that much. I'm sorry, the investor has this much.
I was just gonna say, wouldn't that be the investor? Because that's kind of like my mindset is.
Right. So the investor
is like 22 cents.
Right. So the investor can keep on doing that.
Almost $2.
Whenever there's a retrace, the investor sees this and it comes up and it breaks this level. Cool. Let me add another $50, $30, whatever. So the investor is continuously adding to their bag while the trader is buying and selling, compounding their gains, and they're getting 50, 40, 60, 70. But look at the investor, 700%. So this is why I'm saying the investor, and this is my strategy for this bull run, is just invest. Treat it like a savings account. Every time it pulls back 30, 40%, add $50, $100. Now, I'm not selling anything. Now, granted, I will have some trades that I'll get a quick 30, 40, 80%, whatever. Cool. Just for fun.
No, not financial advice, but I've said this before, is I've gone on crypto.com app and I've looked at the biggest losers of the day, and I'll throw in $10 to the top 5 and just see what it does. And you know what? CCM, like I've said it before, like I turned $20 into like $150. Like every time it would hit $40, I'd sell 20. That 20 would then turn into 40, and I'd sell 20 and sell 20. And like every time it would double, I would just keep selling. Like I've already got more than my money back. And it's like, sometimes it's like, it's a luck of the draw.
Yep.
I mean, when you can turn $10 or $20 into like 150, yeah, it's not a big win, but you know what? You can take every win to the bank.
Well, exactly. Win is a win. A win is a win.
But yeah, like I'm saying, like you can have an investor mindset and also trade in between there. But the main thing is just to hold it. We are so early. Okay, rest break.
That's okay. Go ahead. You know what?
I mean, like that one coin that I turned $10 into like 180. Yeah. And I sold it every time it doubled. But it was like, man, like if I would just held it and then sold it 6 months later, like it probably would have been like 20, 25x. But
that's a winner, man.
Doubling my money. I'm like, gotta take profits.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's a winner. That's a winner. For those who haven't voted yet, come on and vote right now. Fry's Crypto is in the lead here. Fry's is one of your options, but you can also vote for Demo, Deeper Network, Honey, Flux, or Render. So put your vote in the live chat. If you're on Twitter, just stick it in the comments and I'll go check it out. Tonight, I only got a couple of people on Twitter, so hopefully they'll vote. But if you're on Facebook, just put it in the live chat. If you're on YouTube, put it in the live chat. If you're on Patreon, because I am also streaming on Patreon, put it in the comments. I'll go check it out before I tabulate everything up here. As a matter of fact, you know what? We're going to give it another 5 minutes. We're going to close it out in another 5 minutes. So if you haven't already voted, here's your options. Stick it in the chat.
5 minutes and we go to after hours. Well, 5 minutes
shortly after that. Yeah.
We'll see. After hours. Nice.
Yeah. Well, probably what we're going to do. Matter of fact, I'm going to head over to Patreon right now, check to see if we got any votes there. Patreon. All right. Let me close that up here. What? Just a moment. I'll tell you. Cloudflare, pain in the ass. I mean, I get it. It's good for them. Pain in the ass for the average user,
Cloudflare.
Yeah, Cloudflare, they're so they can protect themselves from DDoS attacks.
Oh, I must have missed the comment or something.
Oh, no. That's just me trying to log in. It's making me go through.
Oh, okay.
That's just me being babbling while I'm sitting here logging in on a different side here. All right, let's see. We got any comments on this that I need to see? Nope, nothing there. All right.
I'm hoping next week I'll have actually my desk down here with my gaming laptop, or not my laptop, my gaming desktop.
Yeah.
With the camera and the light. I'll have a new ceiling fan because I don't have one now. I took it down last night, and maybe have the wall painted. But like you said,
think it's gonna look good once you got it set there.
You'll see progress pretty much just every week.
Got a little something changed, a little something updated.
It's I don't know. I don't have.
Really jealous. Hey, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of how much room you have. Good Lord. was like, how did he do that effect on his green screen? And you got a lot of room.
Not a green screen, dude.
Dude, I like right here. That's my wall. I have like 8 feet. I'm not gonna sell.
I'm in a cell.
There's that wall. Here's that wall.
How do you do that? Good Lord.
Yeah, you definitely need to put a light in that corner. That'll make all the difference in the world once you got everything up. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So 5 more minutes, folks. Vote. Otherwise, it's going to be Fry's Crypto is taking this week here.
So who's in the chat, guys? Who's in the chat? Put a 1 in the chat. I want to see who's in the chat. Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know if you're here.
Who's left hanging out? Because we're going to be going to after hours soon. So you gotta get your vote in. Throw some numbers in the chat there. Here we go. We got some people coming in the chat. Excellent. Come on. I know. I think 100 Air got stuck on that Mexican food, or it's come back already on them. one or the other. So
it went in just as quick as it went out.
There
exactly.
you go.
Yeah, exactly. We got 2 more minutes on the voting, folks. 2 more minutes. So get your vote in. Because I don't know, we got some people out there that don't want Fry's Crypto to be the winner, but I'm thinking that's what's gonna happen right now.
And let me know, guys. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you are enjoying just the screen, the stream that we got going. Got some TA, got some FA, got some just some knowledge coming at you.
Yes.
Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat if you're enjoying this. Please, definitely.
And you get to laugh, you get to watch me get shit faced here. What more can you
Hey, that's why I come here. That's why I love doing this.
What it's not just you, all right? There's others of us that are.
Well, I don't want to speak for you, so as much as I appreciate it, I don't want to speak for you. I can speak for me.
I'm not getting shit faced, but I'm constantly drinking.
Yeah,
there you go.
I got to make sure I'm still, pretty sober to take care of my kids. Like, that's why they came down, because they wanted me to start their bath water.
Hey, you do what you got to do. If you got to go, you go, man. That's what it is. I understand.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got here? Let's check out.
They're looking for the link. It should be in the chat.
Yeah, it's in the Telegram 100 Air. That Telegram group that I sent you, that you added to, and it is in the chat as well. I'll put it back in the chat because that might make it a little bit easier for you. But we're going to be wrapping this one up and heading over to after hours pretty soon.
I think if 100 Air, he's got to be on Discord somewhere. I think me and him need to talk, because he seems to be wanting to start a channel too, just as well as me. And I feel that me and him together bounce off ideas.
Yeah, he was mentioning something about that last week, as I recall.
And I think, like, if me and him just had a private chat, just available, I think it'd be great.
And I love it. Like, everybody needs to start a channel. And then, of course, when you start your channel, let us know about it, so we can be your first subscribers and be watching you, liking and commenting and the whole nine, get you, hopefully get you up and running, because we need more people who are genuine and not just trying to bamboozle other people. And everybody who, one thing that really gets me is that there are so many millionaires and then multi-millionaires that have channels, that have groups, that have all this stuff. And they always say, I want to help you. I want to change your life. I want to change your family's life and everything. But you got to pay me to know what I do. It's like, dude, you already made it. You already have money. Like, so why do you need more money?
Long story short, so like 2 years ago, maybe 3, I had years of experience with this contractor when I had my own company. And I got him into crypto because he came over to my house one day to just check it out, hang out. And he's like, oh, what are these, what are these things over here? I'm like, oh, they're just mining Bitcoin. Well, at the time they were mining Ethereum, but when you throw that Bitcoin name out there, that's what a lot of people understand.
Yeah.
But I was
It's in
like,
the
but I'm
news,
honestly, I'm mining Ethereum because it's more profitable. And well, he's got like 6 different businesses of his own, and he started putting in like $1,000 a week into Ethereum.
Nice.
And you know, like me and him talked like the other day, and he's like, "You still got your crypto?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You still investing?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "You still got it?" And he's like, "Maybe."
Maybe. Uh-oh. And his jar, start a channel. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Well, I think he went through a divorce, so he wasn't trying to like be specific about certain things.
Right.
I don't know. But I'm like, dude, if you still have it, like you were buying like 1.5 Ethereum a week.
Yeah.
At like $800. Like, come on. Like,
Dude,
you gotta be
I told y'all my story. You know, I was doing nursing and everything, and it just one of the nurses came in, and she's like really, really happy. I was like, "Wait, what's going on?" Like, you know, my Tesla stock went up, I think like 1% or something. So she made some good money. And this girl, man, she had an inheritance, a lot of money, and she's still working. And I said, 1%, man, we laugh at that. I'm in crypto. This is not about. So I told her about Ethereum. This one was 380, and I told her about it. She bought some, and we just worked weekends, double weekends. So the next weekend, she's like, Joe, man, it went up like 12% or whatever. Like, Joe, thank you so much. I said, 12% is nothing. Just wait, watch. And then from 300, that position was only open, which was dumb, for like 3 months. And then so I messaged her like maybe like a year later, I guess. And this is when it was like at 12 or 15. When it was like 12 or 1500, I said, "How you liking that Ethereum?" She goes, "Joe, you have no idea." I said, she goes, that has made me so much money. I said, yes. I said, keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. So, but I haven't talked to her since. I lost her number. But you know, now I gave her the bug, you know, and that's what I'm trying to do here in this small town is give people the bug. And I tell them, I said, listen, I have a lot of money. It doesn't matter. Like instead of, spending like $20 to go out or $100 to go out, put $20, treat it like a savings account, $20 into a crypto, and I'll tell you which ones to do. Like no referral link, no fees, no kickbacks, no nothing. I just want to help you, and that's what I do. Like I don't even care. Like, do I need money? Yes, of course. Like everybody needs money, but
Yeah,
still,
we all do,
dude. Like I will help you out, and some listen, some don't.
Hey, like, that's all right. You gave her the bug, and she's doing it. 100 Air, welcome, sir.
Hey,
100 Air, my buddy.
What's up?
Glad you made it.
Glad I made it too, man. It was a long week.
Oh, believe me, I think everybody here appreciates that. All right, that's it. The voting's over, everybody.
Render
Crypto is the winner.
Render won. Thank you so much for everybody who voted for Render. Render is going to beat everybody. So y'all got the winning
Render
one.
was last week. This week it's Fry.
Boring.
I gotta head over to ZegX. Gotta head on over to ZegX. Well, matter of fact, if Jar's still in the house, he'll probably be happy about that.
Hey, I'm hoping Fry.
Oh, see,
Jar's in the house. I want it to go up too.
Everybody's for Fry. Everybody's doing Fry. Fry.
Exactly. Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, well, pretty soon, I think we'll give it another like 10 minutes or so. Seeing the 100 Air just kind of joined in with us here, and then we're gonna go over to after hours crypto. That
oops.
You guys am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here.
There we go. Looks like it's booting back up. Sorry. We got some major thunderstorms coming through right now. So
dude, ours had a little bit of rain today. I'm in Georgia. Had a little bit of rain today. Got a little cloudy, nice breeze. Man, yesterday was so nice. Man, I was outside like the majority of the time, just enjoying that breeze, you know.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, that was nice. Hey, so where in Georgia are you, if you don't mind me asking?
What was that?
It's a very small town
Oh,
in
sorry.
Georgia. I can't say the location just because, well, you know, people might come after me like, Joe, you're a millionaire. No, it's $1 million in pesos. It's like $14. It's like 14. But I'm in a small town in Georgia.
I was
Okay.
gonna say when we take our transition, you guys can talk offline if you want, but we'll
Yeah.
nobody will be able to hear it except us.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, I'll definitely tell you in the
Okay.
private.
No, that's cool. It's no big deal.
I
Not
get
everybody
it.
wants to be
You got to
doxxed.
be careful about doxing yourself. You know, I get it. You got to.
But what's funny though,
one.
what's funny is that I'm in a very small town. There's only 2 watering holes here, and there's one watering hole that some of the bartenders, females, they don't like me. They don't like me because I speak my mind, and I don't care if you don't like what I say because I'm an old man already. I'll tell you what I want, and they don't like it. So, but I almost got kicked out last Friday. Good Lord. And then of course I played the victim. I was like, I'm just trying to buy everybody shots. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened. And like, oh no, Joe, this and that. It's like, I don't know. And I'm talking to the owner's wife, the owner's daughter. I know what's going on. Like, I'm just trying to buy everybody shots. Like, I knew what I was doing. I instigated a little bit, just a little bit, just tad. All right, story time.
Yeah, I knew he was going to say that.
All right,
Yeah,
hey,
Just waiting
first
for
time
it.
tonight. So go ahead.
All right,
You're
story time.
allowed. Go ahead. Hey, you just got back in time for story time.
Yeah, I
Story time.
heard it. I just had to go to the bathroom after talking to the girlfriend and stuff, but I did hear the story time, and I just want to say welcome, 100 Air, and it's nice to see you outside.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. I had to
I did that
have
a few
change
weeks
of
ago,
scenery.
and it was kind of a fun
Laying
time.
sod. Hey, you guys pray for me, man. I'm laying sod tomorrow, and it's going to be murderously
Ooh.
hot.
Oh,
So
Story. How do you spell story? I want everybody in the chat to put story time. Everybody in the chat put story time. I'm gonna
story
spell it,
time.
but I don't think I'm spelling it right. I don't know. We'll see. But everybody in the chat, everybody here, everybody put story time. So story time. 13 years ago, guys. 13 years ago, I had a brain tumor.
oh,
It's called a pituitary tumor. And this tumor was pretty big, sitting right there on my occipital nerves. So optical nerves. I'm sorry, optical nerves. So what it did, it got so big that it was pressing down on my nerves. So my peripheral vision was like crazy bad. And I didn't realize this until I was in MA school, medical assistant, and we had to do the eye test. And I covered one eye. I was like, "Ooh, that's weird." So I can see this, but this is real blurry. I do this, like, "Ooh, man, that's weird." Like, I can see this, but this is real blurry. So my instructor's like, "Hey, man, might want to go to the optometrist and just get your eyes checked." So they put me in this weird like tube type thing to where I see all these dots. So you have to click the button every time you see the dots. So when I got my results, all my dots were here, but none of the dots were out here. And they're like, Joe, that doesn't look good. You might want to get an MRI. So I go do the MRI. I'm a big dude. They put me in this little tube. It felt like a little tube. It's probably like huge to y'all, but a little tube. And they put the thing in my veins and they check my brain. I had this big old tumor, man, right there. And I was like, man, I'm scared. I'm so scared. So then I ended up getting surgery. Well, they ended up going through my nose. They went through my nose, took it out, boom, done. Well, 2 years later, my vision started getting bad again. And well, I go and I do blood work, and sure enough, the tumor came back. So now I'm having to do all this medicine and everything else, get my levels straight. And then, so of course, I stopped doing the medicine and I come over here. There's this knife. So then I go and I started going to the doctor over here, and I get my levels checked, and my levels are horrible, like the worst they've ever been prior to my tumor. So now I'm kind of freaking out. Like, man, I think my tumor came back. It might have come back because now I realize, and 100, you might have heard me say this on my stream. where now, like even on my live streams, like I'm saying stuff that I really like. There should be filters, but I don't know if it's because I'm old and I'm just saying it, or I'm saying it because maybe something's affecting my brain. So now I'm kind of scared. It's like, oh man, like I hope I don't have this tumor, but MRIs are expensive, and I don't have insurance because all I do is crypto. So more than likely, and I don't want to spend MRI money for crypto money. So what I'm going to end up doing. So what I'm going to end up doing is doing an MRI.
You're a nurse, but you don't have insurance?
Well, I don't work as a nurse. I haven't worked as a nurse for like 4 years. All I do is crypto. Like I still have my nursing license. I've been keeping it up. Matter of fact, next month I got to renew it. But
you probably won't.
Like right now I'm kind of scared. It's like, ooh,
because crypto is the way of life.
Yep. Crypto's going to change my life.
I was going to say,
it's already changed
everybody's life. As long as you're into it and you have some money, it's going to change everybody's life. Like $100.
I'm telling you.
Put $100 into crypto right now, say Bitcoin, whatever.
I'm telling you.
Hold on to it for 10, 15 years. See where it's at.
You put $100 into a low market coin or a mid market coin, $100 in 8, 12, maybe even 16 months, that $100 will turn to 1,000. You put 1,000, it'll turn to 10,000. You put 10,000, do the math. So none of this is financial advice, but this is how crypto works. And right now we're at the beginning. We have time. You know, would I give this same advice 8 months from now? No.
I disagree that we're in the beginning, but
we are.
We're in the beginning stages. I mean, I remember like 8 years ago, 2017, 2018, me and a couple buddies, we had a friend of ours that was a computer programmer. He's building websites, making thousands of dollars a week. And he brought us all together as friends, and we all chipped in money and started building CPU mining rigs for Bitcoin. We were mining like 6 to 8 Bitcoin a day.
Dang.
And you know what he did? Fucking ran off with all of them. Took our money, took the Bitcoin, fucking ran.
No.
And I'm like, dude, like we each had a couple hundred Bitcoin each. And at the time, it was like less than $100 for a Bitcoin.
Right.
Like, all right, fine, whatever. I lost $1,000 because this guy's a fucking junkie or whatever. Like forget him, forget that POS.
Right.
But now I look at it, I'm like, man, if I would have had like 1,000 Bitcoin like a few years ago, yeah, I probably would have sold it when I hit like $1,000. But you never know. But it's like I never even had that opportunity. I put $1,000 in and got screwed by a buddy. Like,
dude, there was one guy. I had a channel before this channel, and I was forced to cancel my previous channel, which really sucks, by my previous employer. And you would think this dude was a many times over multi-millionaire, and he made me cancel my channel. So you think, okay, man, I have a lot of subscribers. I had 3,000. That was it. This dude had like 50,000 subscribers. I had 3,000, and he made me, because that's how scared he was of me, because of what I do, who I am, my personality, everything. So then I forgot where I was going with this, but where was I going? I don't even know. But anyway, yeah, that's my story.
When you're done, I got story time.
Oh, that was all.
Okay.
All right, so I got story time now. All right.
Do it.
It's a true story that literally happened in the last like 13, 14 hours. So my two youngers here that you guys saw, her Facebook got hacked this morning. And so she messaged me while I was at work asking for like $80 and send it to like some Cash App address. And I'm like, so then I texted her and I'm like, why are you asking me for $80? It's an emergency. Like, what's this $80 for? Like, I mean, it's only $80. Like, I'd send it, no problem, but I'm not sending it to some random address. And she's like, oh, I guess my Facebook got hacked. So then, he sent me his Cash App thing and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I should track you down because you're a fucking hacker. Like, you hacked this person's Facebook because I'm talking to them on the phone while I'm at work.
Right.
And so I sent him $1 through Cash App, found out what bank he banks at, and it's an hour away from my fucking house. So I
What?
called the fucking bank. Now his bank account is frozen within
Good for
5
you.
minutes, maybe 10 of him fucking
Good
hitting
for
me up
you.
for $80. I sent him $1, and now his bank account's frozen.
Good.
His Cash App is fucking frozen and blocked, and like, I'm like, and then they fucking they retracted those messages on Facebook Messenger and then blocked me, and I'm like, wow, like, I'm at work and I did that in like 10 minutes. Like, fuck off, dude. Like,
Dude,
so
there was one time I was at the movies, right? So, you know, I'm trying to watch a movie. My mom messaged me. She's like, "Mijo." Oh no, she didn't say Mijo. She says, what's my password?" Because obviously they knew that I was her son. She said, "What's my password?" I said, "Oh, Mom, your password is this. Like, why are you messaging me?" So I send it, and it's like, wait a minute.
no.
What did I just do? It's like, oh, snap. So then I go and I call her. It's like, Mom, I get out of the movies. I said, Mom, did you message me? She's like, no, I haven't been on the computer. I was like, oh, crap. I say, your thing just got hacked. And I just gave them but they didn't do anything though. I don't know if it was just like a joke or whatever, but they didn't hit up anybody for money or nothing like that. But I'm dumb. And here I am about security, about all this stuff. And I just gave it. It's like, oh, snap. So like now, like whenever I get links on any of my emails, so what I have like 12 emails, you know, one for this account, one for this exchange, one for this exchange, one for, you know, newsletters, everything. So I know like if a newsletter, and I actually have it in my description, you know, newsletter, whatever, at gmail.com, whatever. So whenever somebody sends me, hey, you need to update your exchange address, you know, for whatever exchange, like, nope. So I'll go to that exchange and I'll see, oh, everything's fine. Okay, cool. But I don't click on links. I don't, man, I'm super, super careful now, like crazy.
Yep.
So the one thing that I've learned, and I don't know if it's true or not, but say you sign up for a credit card or like a loan or whatever. You use one email address, and then once you actually get the credit card or the loan or whatever you're applying for or whatever, then you transfer that to a separate email, because all the other emails are going to go to your other email address that you first signed up with, and you just fucking report them as spam, delete them, whatever. Because like,
Right.
I've got like 10 credit cards, and all my statements go to one email, but all the shit that is from that account,
they sold your email
goes to that other email, and I'm like, I might check that motherfucker like once a year, and all I do is just delete everything, delete. Like, I don't care, because that's my junk email. That's my email from like 25 fucking years ago. Like,
exactly. Yeah, I got one of those too.
And then when I get like the actual like email statement from the credit card, I'm like, okay, fine. In my other email, I'm like, yeah, fine, whatever. I'll just pay it. It's fine.
Yeah. So now what I do is I go to the actual website and I don't click on any links. I'm like super, super careful. But yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's more of a learn as you go, you know, like,
right.
That's kind of how crypto is, I feel, unfortunately. But, you know, like, even the best crypto people still get scammed once in a while.
Oh, hell yeah. As
I mean,
careful as you are.
Like, I don't know if you guys know about DJ Minds, but I think he just got scammed again, like a few months ago, like a month or two ago. And he was just scammed last year, and they took like 15 grand or 13 grand from him last year. Now, I don't know what they got this time, but
yeah, and I think
you would think
DJ,
once you get scammed, you'd learn. But, you know, sometimes all it takes is just clicking on a simple little link, and then boom, none of that.
The bad thing about DJ was DJ had a whole lot of soul on Phantom or whatever. Like, that's, you should never have a whole lot of money on a web wallet.
Right.
Yeah, where
Any
it's
soft wallet.
literally just like unlocking your screen to get into your phone, and that's your
Right.
security. Like,
Right.
You need
know,
to
like,
set like a hard limit.
I need to talk to CCM over there about staking Sol and all that, like through like a tangent, because I feel at this point I have to buy a tangent, and I need to.
Or hey, whatever
property.
wallet suits you. But I mean, you can do staking from a lot of hardware wallets now. Ledger, Trezor, Tangent. You know what I
my
mean?
problem is everybody was supporting Ledger for the last 10 years, and then Ledger came out with, oh, everybody, we have a back door and everybody can get into it. And it's like, so then everybody went to Tangent, and I'm like, I feel Tangent's going to be the same way, but it's just a matter of time until somebody realizes that they have a back door also, and then it's going to be another wallet, and it's going to be another wallet. It's like, it's a never-ending process.
It's just, well, you pretty much nailed it there, that it's whoever owned up to having the back door. So I'm still going to keep my Ledger. I'm just not going to be plugging it in,
Right.
I'm just going to stay offline. So until I really, really, really need it. But so a lot of people will do trading and staking and everything off of that, like basically stay active on their hardware wallet. I'm going to try to keep it offline as much as possible. Just move the stuff over. If you do have to do business like that, that's great. Go in and do it really quick and then keep it off, disconnect the. So basically, I haven't done anything outside of my hardware wallet, but I imagine that you have to go in and approve the website to connect to it. Is that right?
I have no idea. I've never owned a hardware wallet.
Yeah, yes. So like if you're using a Ledger or whatever the case may be, yes, you have to go in and approve whatever.
So it's the same. So it's the same as a software wallet. You do the same thing because, like, you go to MetaMask, you go into settings, you can see all your sites you're still actively connected to. Ledger, I'm sure, gives you that approval, but as I would think, as soon as you unplug, then you lose that connection. Versus your web wallet, where you can stay linked up and may not realize it.
Correct. And you're right. That is true. But here's the thing. Like, so for example, I used Ledger to move some room. And I had to make certain connections in order to do that. Those connections stay there, but you can't access them unless I plug my Ledger in. To your point.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, see, but there's the Tangent wallet, but to me, mainly, I like that UB key.
You like the what?
The UB key. It's like YUBI.
Yeah, that's not a wallet. That's
no, but it's kind of like a 2FA thing. Like where you physically have to plug it into a USB drive in order to access your wallet
or anything.
Right. Oh, you got one too. Nice.
I've got a couple. I use it all the time. This is how I log into all my stuff. I don't get me wrong.
I have two of them. I've had it for like 2 years already, but I'm such a procrastinator that I have yet to open them in the package. I've had them for 2 years. I need to do it, and I'm not going to do it until I get hacked and oh crap. But I just put it in the private chat. It's called wallet_guard. It's on X, and this actually helps protect you for your MetaMask wallet. And I've been on some Twitter Spaces, and I saw it's I don't know, it looks kind of fishy, whatever. But I see more and more people using it, so I actually got it, and I really like it. I think I did a video on it. I'm not too sure, but this protects you from people who, let's say, they want to connect to your wallet. It'll say, yeah, there it is. It'll say if the you have to connect it to your MetaMask, and what it does, it doesn't actually approve transactions, but what it'll do is it'll see how new the whatever's trying to connect to you is, and it'll give you a report on it. So this right here, I think is very important for everybody on MetaMask. So definitely check it out. You know, do
Is that only
do your
for
own
hard?
research.
Is that only used for hot wallets?
It's only for MetaMask.
Only for MetaMask. I already
Yeah.
joined MetaMask. I don't know what I got.
Well, I mean, no offense, but I feel if you're using MetaMask nowadays, you're kind of behind the times already.
Well, I'll agree with
What do you
you to
use?
a degree.
Like different wallets, like Solana and what?
Mainly, it's all just hardware wallets that are on a separate computer that
True.
But
is only
here's the thing.
connected to the
That
internet
depends-
when I need to send or transfer anything.
It depends what you're interacting with. If you're interacting with something that's Web3 based, you need that kind MetaMask style wallet. So, for example, Exodus now has it. You got MetaMask, obviously. That's what stuff like what they're building on Cardano. So, like, what is it? The NAMI wallet. I'm trying to remember what the other one is. I'm having a brain cramp right now. Same thing with like Hashpack when I did the staking with Hashpack. In order to access certain functions as they're moving into Web 2 to Web 3, you need those kind of web browser based wallets. The key, in my opinion, with these these browser based web wallets is to not store excessive amount of crypto there. To use it, like I say, to use Coinbase, use it like a public restroom. You go in, do what you got to do, and get out. You know what I mean? That's it. You know, that's the. This is my opinion.
I've always been a fan of Coinbase, but man, lately they are just.
I just because every time somebody says Coinbase, I say, yeah, use them like a public restroom. You go in.
I could click on my Coinbase link right now, click on my assets, and it'll take like fucking 15 minutes to load.
Yep.
And then there's a 50% chance that it won't load, and there's a 50% chance it will load. And then can I actually send or unstake or sell or buy or whatever? And it's like, it's always a 50% chance. And I'm like, dude, like, it's a fucking bear market. Like, you guys can't even fucking function properly right now. Like, come on.
See, now the problem with connecting to these sites, I think what you guys were trying to get to was not every, like MetaMask is going to be the most commonly connection point because it's kind of the standard. So think of like you go to gas stations, you go to department stores, almost everybody is going to accept Visa or MasterCard, but not everybody's going to accept Discover and some of all these
or American Express.
American Express, whatever. So MetaMask has kind of solidified themselves as a standard. All right, you're going to have it's the website really needs to go and make it uniform to where everybody connects. If they're not going to go and do that little bit of extra work for their connection on their website, well, that is what isolates your hardware wallets. It's what's going to isolate your special. So you got certain wallets that are now mimicking MetaMask style, and I'm sure there's somebody maybe in the chat that could talk to it better. But basically, I think Rabby wallet.
Yep.
It is like it will literally take your MetaMask credentials in and default to the Rabby wallet instead of connecting to your MetaMask. So that's the thing is to get on the standard that everybody's using. Hopefully in the future they get that fixed to where you can pretty much connect to any wallet as long as you have the chain that you're trying to connect to.
Right.
That is one of the growing pains with crypto right now is connectivity.
Yes.
Whenever they get that kind of figured out, because that is a huge barrier to entry for a lot of people to get into crypto is being able to connect. Like, wait, you tell me, okay, if I want to buy something, okay, I got to create a wallet. I got to write down these 12 or 24 words. I got to have it on my phone. And then some of these apps, well, like it's only on Android and iPhone, and you can't get it on the web on PC, like Windows or whatever. And then some are the opposite, where it's only on PC and not on mobile stuff. So like whenever they standardize that stuff and make that barrier and entry smaller or not an issue
Yeah,
at
less
all.
friction.
That's what Coinbase is trying to do with Base, and all that they're trying to not. Or it's all about ergonomics. You got to get that. You got to get that. When you get that figured out, you're going to get the most customers. And I don't know why, but it just seems to be an issue. Nobody really is trying to address that. It doesn't seem to be, except for people like Coinbase. And I'm not a Coinbase fan, but at least they're trying. So
I understand. And that's why I very much like Thorchain, because they do that kind of connectivity chain to chain. So you don't, I mean, it's still not very easy to use. Don't misunderstand me.
right.
But if they master that in a DeFi setting, because they're decentralized, they're not, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing centralized about them. Holy shit. The entire landscape changes at that point.
Hey, look, when grandma can go ape into some meme coins, now we're talking. When grandma can do it, now
Amen.
everybody's piling in, because now they're Christmas presents.
I don't know, guys. Are you guys ready to head over to After Hours? What do you think?
Let's do it, baby.
I want to opt out, man. I got to get up early.
I understand.
And this beer is not
Our responsibility. Responsibility is boring.
Listen,
it is.
I'm about to be unresponsible in about 30 minutes.
Some of us have got to be responsible. Bye, girls.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. All right, we're gonna wrap this thing up. You want to? Anybody else wants to join us? Head over to Patreon. Link is in the chat. And I will see you there shortly, or we'll hopefully most of us see you there shortly. Guys, thanks for being here on Crypto on the Rocks. I'm gonna end the stream and then we can chat for a second.
Enjoy yourselves. Good seeing you guys.